All right, welcome out tonight to the football game. I'm Kurt Skews along with John Jacobs. We're getting ready to start here in Duchesne with a game between the Duchesne Eagles and the North Summit Braves with a little bit of rain coming down out on the field. But other than that, we got a beautiful night. John, welcome tonight.
I'm happy to be here, Kurt. Thank you.
Perfect. We're just about ready to have the national anthem by the multiple-time returning Duchesne Talon drill team. So we will watch the presentation of the colors, and then we will do a little bit of a pregame show.
Tonight's national anthem will be sung by Jerry Reynolds.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets roared clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Jerry. Very well done.
All right. Jerry Reynolds
We'll get ready
just
to
sang
play
our
some
national
football.
anthem for us. Did a great job on it. So, tonight, John, we've got both teams coming off of a loss last week. Duchesne come off of a loss against American Leadership Academy, 25-42. That game was a lot closer than the score showed. A very winnable game for the Eagles. Three keys to the game to win this game is win the turnover battle. Had some nasty turnovers last week.
Absolutely. Ran into Coach Cowan earlier today, and I said, what do we got to do today? And he said, as the junior high team, the high school team, the JV team, we can't have any more turnovers. 9 turnovers in the last 2 games, according to Cowan. So
That's bad.
That's a ton.
Yeah, that's a bad deal. Pressure the quarterback. They've actually got a new quarterback coming in today. Parker Brown is going to take over at the quarterback position. Chrysler Richens, last week was their starting quarterback, got hurt. I talked to North Summit's coaches today. So they've got a new quarterback coming in. So it's going to be tough there. Defense has got to pressure the quarterback, for both teams. I mean, keys to the game are the same thing. But Duchesne's really got to do a lot better job at catching the ball. I mean, they dropped 3 balls that probably would have been scores last week. So, you got to catch the ball. And tonight the ball's even going to be slicker because it's wet.
Well,
it's raining.
and 3 other possible catches that could have been for large gains anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah, and I agree with you. That game a lot closer than the score tells last week, and then of course the game against Layton Christian with the Braves. That's a close game there. Tough loss for them.
They
home.
scored right at the end. So Mortensen gets the ball. He's going to return it to the right from north to south, and he's going to go. He's going to be dang close. Nope, gets pushed out of bounds right at midfield, right at 48-yard line in Brave territory. So a great return for the Eagles. So looks to me like umbrellas are starting to go down. The rain must have stopped a little bit, so we'll get to football. I'm going to open this window again, a little air in here up in the press box tonight. There's a lot of people, and doesn't smell the best tonight. So we'll see what the it looks like Cason Grant is coming back as starting at the quarterback. So it looks like we'll have Caleb Sanchez going to be split out to the left. Skylar Ford at the fullback position. Going to come, and we're going to give it right back to the workhorse, Skylar Ford, and he's going to pick up about three yards on that one.
And I'll tell you, Ford last week, if he didn't average 5 to 7 yards on each carry, I'd be surprised.
Oh, yeah. And he just got stronger as the game went on. I watched the game. I actually went back on YouTube, found the game. A lot to watch the game, and a lot to critique myself, see what I can do a little bit better. But, yeah, he got stronger as the game went on. You know, first few runs like this were 3-4 yards, and then towards the end of the game, he was busting 12, 15-yard runs out.
Easily, yep.
So I think they're going to probably ride him pretty tough right here. You know, right here, there's another one. Almost picks up the first down, not quite, but it makes it a manageable position, 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2.
Absolutely. You know, coach is going to say to 4-yard gains each carry right up the middle.
Oh, that's perfect. You can't ask for anything else, especially in this defense or offense that the Eagles run. So I went on Deseret News and looked a little bit about this. I think it's a second-year head coach for North Summit. I said last year was such a tough year that they tried to do too much. They're going to try and simplify things this year, and the kids have bought into it, so they're pretty excited. Here comes Gavin Davis trying to get around to the outside. He's going to pick up the first down, put his shoulder down, and pick up the first down right about the 35-yard line. Looks like they're going to put it right on the 36. So first down for Gavin Davis, picks it up. Brennan Richens.
He is a monster. Looking at Brennan Richens on the outside.
57. Yeah, he's a big kid.
A big boy. So we've got to watch out for him, make a block on him if we're going to be punching that right side tonight.
Going to be successful with that. And then on the outside backer, right, number 43, I know a bunch of these kids from wrestling and stuff. Riker Pence, he's one of the ones that said on Deseret News that could be a big help stepping up into a starting position this year. Great kid. Here comes Skylar again. Ooh, and they gets taken down, number 42, Gabe Jacobson on that tackle. And so that's a loss of about 2 on that play.
And Riker in there just tag teaming that tackle.
You know, a little update on last week, you know, 9 plays into the game, and Colin breaks his leg, 43 for Duchesne and 43 for that. A couple of years ago, their older brothers both went at it, and they were both number 43, and it was a heck of a battle here.
Wow.
Here comes Skylar again. Ooh, good block. Good block. Who was that? Mortensen gets out there and gets a block on Pence and then stops and turns around, and so Riker makes that tackle.
Yeah, another good easy 5-yard gain for Ford with some good blocks right up that right middle side. And you know, last week again, up until the point of Colin breaking his leg, good back and forth battle, good momentum. Duchesne was keeping the game just flowing fast. A couple passes from the ATL Eagles, throwing the ball did slow things down a little bit, but kind of a momentum changer at that point. But the Eagles sure did hang on, and they were looking tough.
They really did. You know, that was kind of a kick in the shorts, losing one of your friends. These guys have played together. Ooh, nice counter back in the middle. Mortensen, he's going to follow that block.
Still on his feet.
Just pounding through it. You know, and I was talking to one of their coaches that came through and watched the game on VTV or they switch games or whatever, and he's like, I can't believe Mortensen missed that many passes last week. He says, I watched that game specifically for him because I remember him from last year.
Absolutely. Tall guy going out wide like that, he's going to get above any other cornerback that's not comparable to him in size, and he just needs to grab the ball
if
and
he
come
can
down
catch
with
the
it.
ball.
Absolutely.
And we'll see how much they throw where it just rained enough to get the ball wet and slippery. Imagine the grass is a little bit wet.
And the field was soft earlier today, even before this last rain came in.
Oh, here comes Davis again, getting to the outside. Gets tripped up by number 15, by Kobe Scholes.
Looks like he's at the 10 now, or the 11.
So picked up 2 or 3 on that one. You know, but this is perfect Duchesne football. You can't ask for anything. You know, this is the kind of game that you want to have. Pick up 3 or 4 here and there, and just keep picking up first downs, run the clock. you can't beat it.
Well, and control the ball. That's
Control
what
the
we need
ball.
to do.
Don't turn it over.
Yep, absolutely.
Comes Ford right up the middle. Picked up a couple. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 4, so he picks up about 3 on that. From just inside the 10.
Boy, it's sunny, Kurt, but that rain.
But the
still
rain
is
started to
coming
come.
down.
You see all the umbrellas pop back up again.
Yep.
Looks like we got 2 guys split out. We got Brock Adams and Caleb Sanchez, both sophomores, split out at the receivers. Going to get Mortensen to try and cut it. Going to cut up. Looks to me like he got the first down just from the line judge. So it'll be 1st and goal from just inside the 5 from about the 4-yard line.
And as long as they keep running like this and blocking like this, it won't take long, and there'll be 6 points on the board right now.
We'll see, but they're going to go ahead and measure it, looks like. So at this point, we'll take a second to recognize our sponsors. Ashley Regional Medical Center welcomes Dr. Tyler Moore, orthopedic surgeon. Dr. Moore did an additional fellowship in sports medicine. He'll begin seeing patients on August 27th.
And Jones Payton Glass, founded in 1938, is celebrating 80 years of business and a proud sponsor of live coverage of local high school sports. Whether building a new home or remodeling, Jones Payton Glass can help you create the home you want with the windows, doors, paint, and so much more.
So they measured, and the Eagles pick up the first down. So 1st and goal just inside the 5. So they got at least 4 downs to try and punch it in. Wow, looking out here at the sky, we got a full rainbow shining down on the game, and hopefully the Eagles can find gold right here. Oh, somebody forgot to snap the ball because there's about four Eagles. I believe that one was on number 64 on Dylan Moon. He forgot to snap the ball.
And then the team followed.
Hey, yes. So that'll move them back to the 9. So that's tough, getting inside 1st and goal and then not getting a false start.
Bringing you back to where are we at?
Back to the 9, yeah. We're going to go Skylar Ford, and he's going to bust through. He's going to get right back to the 4. So picks up 5, picks up, right where to the original line of scrimmage. So they got 3 plays to get in from the 4.
We give a lot of credit to Ford as he's going up the middle there, but we don't have massive linemen, but boy, they're doing their job, aren't they?
They really are, and our offensive scheme, nobody blocks straight up. It's all angles, all about angles. So the little guys get a good angle, and they can do just fine. There goes Ford, and he just walks in.
Yeah.
Just touched him just barely. So touchdown. Skylar Ford runs it in for 4. The old workhorse, perfect. I mean, you can't ask for a better scenario for the Eagles to step up, come in, take off, time off the clock and march it down and score. So it looks to me like they are going to set up and kick. Cameron Brady is the holder. It was Colin until he got hurt last week.
Oh,
Kicks
bad
it.
hold, but
No
it
good.
Goes wide right.
Goes
Yeah,
wide right.
That wet grass, the wet ball.
That's going to be tough. Kicking
Contributed
game
to
may
that.
be next to none this week. So while we're waiting for this, let's go ahead and go to break, and we will be back in just a minute.
By fixing it the first time, we show our customers that we care. I'm Rico. I'm a technician at L&L Motor. I've been in the automotive industry for 7 years.
I'm Amanda Kazik. I work here at the parts department at L&L.
I like being a technician. Every day is a new day, and it's cool to see a concern and be able to fix it.
They're kind of like my family, so they've really taken care of me and given me a ton of opportunities.
We value the Fix It Right First program. Try to go the extra mile for the customer.
This is Zaylee Ann. She was born on May 24th, 7 pounds even. The first time I saw Zaylee, you hear of it being love at first sight, but she looked up at me and it was like, there's my daughter. Where have you been all my life? I've missed you. When you're having a baby, you have a lot of questions, and it's not just you that's involved, it's your child also. And from a mother's standpoint, you care a lot about that person inside of you, and you care about yourself too, and you want to make sure that you can make the best decisions for your family. As women, we want to be heard. It's our bodies. We're going through something pretty important, and knowing that the medical team that would be helping me would be very competent, that was important. They offered me their advice and told me exactly what my options were and let me make an educated decision, and I think that's really important. And when I delivered, all of them, every single person that I had come in, very friendly. They all just wanted me to have the best possible outcome that I could.
All right, we were back. So the Eagles kicking from the north to the south, do an onside kick. It hits one of their front linemen, bounces back, and the Eagles pick it up right at midfield. So, I mean, it went exactly 10 yards and got it. So the Eagles will take over again, 1st and 10, right at midfield. So, I mean, you can't get much of a better defensive stop or special teams. You know, that's one of the big things that we didn't talk about, winning a special teams game, and that went huge to winning the special teams.
Yes, it did. You know, they're going to look back at that, and it's devastating for the other team when
See
something
if
like that
Mortensen
happens.
catch. He brings it down this time.
He catches that one.
He did. Maybe you just need a little water on the ball.
And with a little forward progression, he's right at the marker. We'll
they
see.
may. I don't know if they're going to measure that. Oh, 2nd down. They're going to hold him short.
Okay.
But I did watch him that entire time. I don't know if we went back to a replay, but I watched his head look at the ball the entire time. I think last week he may have just taken his eyes off the ball.
Little excitement, first game jitters.
First game, adrenaline, you know, whatever it is. But I'm pretty sure they probably worked on that this week. So in the shotgun, Kaysen steps back and it's going deep.
That's a good
looking
ball.
for Gavin Davis. Oh, and he picks it, catches. Wow.
Beautiful
Kaysen
ball.
Grant with a great ball in stride to Gavin Davis.
And just over the defender, right into Gavin's hands, in stride.
I thought the defender can't play it any better.
He couldn't.
Can't play it any better.
Great ball with the wet conditions. Good ball in the air.
Tough play. Tough. You know, I mean, great ball. The ball's slick to throw, ball slick to catch. Excellent play.
Capitalize on that onside kick right away.
Yeah, huge. So I imagine they're probably going to go for 2 now to try and get this back. I would. Kicking game's going to be pretty tough.
Now, last week, Kurt, Eagles being down, going for 2 quite a bit, trying to do some catch-up, and we were struggling.
We struggled big time.
that.
So we'll see. Yeah. What's going to happen today? My guess is that they either go to Mortensen or Ford.
Ford in the backfield now.
Oh, going to Sanchez. He's
On
going to
the
get to the
counter.
outside, and he's going to – oh, he didn't make it, did he?
He
Gets
did not.
taken down by 13 by Parker Brown, who is the quarterback. So, no, he doesn't make it. So, 12-0 for the Eagles. So, well, we'll do this. We'll just go ahead and stay here while we're at it. Thanks more of our sponsors, L&L Motor. Thank Mike Labram over there, proudly serving the entire basin by offering an unsurpassed customer service along with the largest selection of new and used vehicles under one name. Fully trained staff of not only technicians, but our entire team of employees, offering the widest scale of automotive needs under one roof: tires, wheels, accessories, tint repair, etc., etc., etc. Proud sponsor of all UNA and Duchesne County schools, L&L Motors. So, what do you think now, John? I mean, did they try it again, or did they go deep, or what do you do?
You know, I think they surprised them the first time.
I think you got to go deep.
2 touchdowns on the board. You know, late in the first, about 5 minutes left in the first quarter, I say you kick it off, see what they do with the wet conditions out there.
That's what I think, too. Try and get it down. I know North Summit, I went to the JV game last night where North Summit beat Duchesne in Colville. Their JV kicker could place the ball wherever he wanted. He was a heck of a kicker. So Jose Guerrero comes the kick, and he just kind of squib kicks it again. 15 picks it up.
He's not going anywhere on that.
No, he did not.
About to the 35-yard line.
35.
And that's about where he picked it up.
Ethan Park, number 25, Ethan Park in on that tackle.
Hey, I'll tell you what, an up-and-coming player for the Duchesne Eagles is Ethan Park out of Tabiona, out in Hannah, Tabiona area. He is a beast. When he can lay a hit, I'll tell you that.
I think he's got that freshman mentality though. Me and John, my brother, were actually talking about him today. Once he realizes how good he can be, that is going to be a special player to watch coming. Oh. That was quite the. Yeah, let's see what the call is, whether that's on offense or defense, because 11 turned. I don't know if he drew him off sides or encroachment. That's going to be on the defense.
Yeah, it looked like
Brock Adams.
Brock Adams on the outside right there.
He's going to have to watch number 11. When he went in motion, that was fast.
Yeah, he did. I got to give some credit to Brock really quick. Last week, announcing here at the booth, I gave a touchdown to Sanchez. Well, he's a great player. Brock it was his first varsity touchdown, and we missed it.
Coming back, Dylan. Going to need to wrap up and make those tackles, so he gets a great.
Bo Peterson carrying the ball.
Not quite a first down, second one with that penalty, so he picks up 4 on the play. So you got Dylan Moon and Skylar Ford in the middle. Caleb Sanchez and Jordan Claiborne on the. Oh, not going anywhere on that one.
No, he'll take a loss on that play. Duchesne got back there quick.
Yeah, they did. Who is that? Oh, Riker Blackburn. That's who that was. Riker on the tackle. I should know who he is.
We should both know
Yeah.
who he is.
So back to about the original, not the original line of scrimmage, but after the penalty. I got about 5 yards to go for the first down, 3rd and 5. See what the Braves can bring up. They may have moved.
Ooh,
they
and
didn't,
a high
though.
snap, but he's not going much.
No.
Another
and
loss.
They give it to Riker Pence. Dylan Moon comes up with a big tackle. Tackled for a loss of a couple. So 4th and 6. See what the Braves do. See if they go for it or if they kick the ball away.
You'd think that they would probably
about
want to get
have
rid of
to
it right
punt.
here.
About have to punt and try and pin the Eagles back a little bit further back in their own side of the ball. So the ball, good snap.
Great snap. Oh, just about
Ooh.
blocked by number
Brock
12.
Ford just about gets to it. Better get away from it. So it's going to go to about the 25, 26-yard line. And the Eagles will take over.
Another one of our sponsors tonight, Moon Lake Electric, a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Uinta Basin.
3:12 left in the first quarter.
So with just over 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter, the Eagles will take over right at the 25-yard line. See what they can do here. I mean, this is the worst field position that they've had, but they've been moving the ball well. So to see what they come up. Looks like all the umbrellas have been put away, so it must have stopped raining again. Gonna go wheel route. And he gets taken down. He was looking for Mortensen on the wheel route, and I think he had a step. I didn't see the line, see the breakdown, what happened, because I was watching the wheel route come out because I knew exactly where he was going with the ball.
Yep, that same route as last week, where he knew he needed to make up some catches from last week.
So a loss of 8. 2nd and 18, the Eagles. What do you call up here, John?
Well, you know that little counter's been working for them. They can get a good 10 yards out of that.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what they. I mean, generally you pull up a pass play right here, but that didn't bode so well last play.
Well, they're a little bit ahead right now. It wouldn't hurt to try another wheel route out to the outside. We'll see how she
There goes that counter that you were talking about.
Oh, and they read it.
Yeah, I think
They
they
read
missed
it
a
well.
couple of blocks. 54 and 42 coming in on the tackle there. Edamani. I'm just going to go ahead and guess that he's a Polynesian with a name like that.
Looks like two brothers here, 54 and 55.
And I really don't want to go ahead and slaughter that, so we'll just say 54 came in and got that tackle. So third and still about 18.
Rolling out
Looking
to the
deep.
right.
Oh, and he's wide open. Oh,
just-
just overthrows him. Looking for Brock Ford. Yeah, he catches that thing.
He's up the
It's
sideline.
6.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
But a good pass, good
Yeah,
effort.
yeah.
They
Good-
had to do that
Great
right
call. Had to. Punt the ball away. So it sounded like it was a great call on North Summit's part to punt the ball down there, pin them back, and they did exactly what they needed to get back into this game. They're going to have to play the field position game and then just start clawing their way back to it.
They will, and they'll have to recognize those plays that the Eagles are so good at, like that counter, and they did. They found it. They saw it. They've seen that little pass out to the outside already with Gavin getting his touchdown. See how the punt goes. High snap. He still gets the kickoff.
Ooh, Pence just about gets to it.
And a decent kick for where he was.
Yeah,
Rolled
just
to
about.
right on the 45-yard line.
So actually not bad. Not bad for almost getting blocked, getting his leg taken off. Pence comes in. I don't know if he was touched or not. I just was watching the snap and was like, oh no, here, you know. We'll see what the Braves can muster up here. So they got 2 split out to the right, 1 to the left, and then it was single.
Oh, we jumped. We got another.
Brock Adams again. So, you know, penalties are going to be tough. We can't have penalties.
Sure, we can eliminate turnovers, but those penalties have got to go away.
So Carson Robbins comes back into the game as one of the defensive tackles. So, you know, given a cheap 5 yards is not
5-yard penalty against the Eagles.
can't happen.
Yeah, it's not
You
going to
know,
be
that's
conducive
like-
to their defense right now.
You know, last night in the JV game, one of the things that happened was just missed snaps between the center and the quarterback. And, I mean, they were averaging probably 1 every 2 series and just pass. Oh, ooh.
Oh,
Skylar Ford just about.
he wanted that one.
Yeah, he did. And that's a pick 6.
He knew that
He's fast. He
Yep.
picks that one off. He's gone.
Yeah, he knew if he got it in his hands, he was up that far sideline. Beating himself up, but he shouldn't. He's having a game.
Looks,
Oh, he's
that's
limping
not good.
coming
He's
off.
limping coming off.
Possibly slipped going for that ball right at the end, and it looks like he
That's
is.
not good. We'll keep an eye on him. So get a replacement in there. Number 62, Kel Skews. Ooh, I think a bunch of them missed.
Well, they get the stop with a couple yards gained on the carry.
Yeah, they did. Not many, though. About
Gain of
a couple right there.
It'll be 3rd down and 3. Duchesne.
3rd and a long 3 for the
3rd
Braves.
and 3 for the Braves.
I don't know how their passing game is. Have they tried to throw it yet?
I haven't seen a good effort at a pass yet, but we do have one split to the far sideline.
11's going in motion. Gonna go option. Oh, get to him, Jordan.
And he just about gets his foot. Claiborne just about with the.
Yeah, he did. Claiborne comes up and stops him, and then Dylan Moon comes in and finishes up on the tackle.
Brings up 4th, and they did lose a couple on the carry there.
But they're on the 40-yard line. What do they do? I'm thinking that they probably kick.
You know, that's what I would do right now.
So
With
would I.
The last kick that they did, back in their, pinned back in their territory here, got a good kickoff and it got a good roll. If they can do the same thing here,
Oh, and that's the end of the quarter.
end of the quarter. Yeah, they could pin them down there at the goal line, but we'll see what they decide to do.
They do. So at the end of the quarter, with the Eagles up 12-0, we'll go ahead and take a break and be back for the start of the second quarter.
Proceeds go to help the Dollar Ridge fire victims.
When you need windows, doors, bathroom glass, or paint, Jones Paint and Glass can help. With over 80 years in the industry, we're Utah's go-to expert for paint and glass. We offer beautiful, energy-efficient Jones Paint and Glass windows, as well as Anderson and Marvin windows and doors. We also offer top paints like Benjamin Moore and PPG Pittsburgh paints. Whether you're remodeling or building from scratch, Jones Paint and Glass has you covered.
Moon Lake Electric was organized in 1938 as a rural electric cooperative by residents of northeastern Utah. We are proud to support the television coverage of Uinta Basin High School sports.
Boy, that hurt.
All right, we're back. So what happened? North Summit comes out, tries to draw them off sides. Eagles watch the ball, don't jump, so they call timeout. So the Eagles did a great job on that, not giving in. I mean, because it would have been right. It probably would have given them the first down. So we'll stay here. We got a break. We'll talk a little bit about our sponsors. Strata Networks brings you more local cell sites than any other wireless provider. Join the network with the best local coverage today and get up to $500 in credits with a qualifying trade-in. Visit stratanetworks.com to learn more. So they're coming back again, and the Eagles, or the Braves, are back to punt. They got Mortensen back, Davis short. So we'll see how the punt goes. Oh, and he's looking to run it. He's looking to run it, and I don't think he's going to get it.
I don't either. I think they sniffed him out really quick. 2 yards on the game. Well,
yeah,
excuse me, a 4-yard loss.
A 4-yard loss on that one. So Dylan Moon and Jordan Claiborne, two cousins, who subsequently yesterday, where they live, we had a nasty rainstorm come through, and it almost flooded both of their houses. As we're talking here, they're having a big tailgate party. Everything's been donated for the Dollar Ridge fire, the victims of the Dollar Ridge fire and the floods and everything. I mean, just that area of Duchesne County has just been hit hard this year. So there's a benefit concert after the game down to the fair game, or to the fairgrounds. Missing a fullback. Looks like Ford's still out. Where's he at?
Adams
there he
runs
is.
In and
Adams.
Sanchez split to the left side. Oh, whistle dead.
Yeah, I think we moved a little bit too much on that, trying to get things off and going, and moved a little too quick. So these are some of the things that, you know, to go far in the postseason and get to where we want to, we're going to have to shore up these kind of things and get them, you know, because losing 5 yards, giving them 5 yards right off the get-go, those are things that you can't do in close games.
And if you know this coaching staff like I do, they will nip that in the bud.
They will nip that in the bud.
Right away.
Yes,
right
they
away.
will.
Sanchez split to the near side.
Here's same play, and they're not going to catch Mortensen.
Going to have to get a.
But Pence is out there and drives him to the outside.
Tried to make up some ground, but
yeah,
he
did.
Will go for.
He gains a couple there, but Pence doesn't make the initial tackle, which would have been for a loss, but he does drive him out far enough that they can come up, and he does make the tackle with a very, very minimal gain. And if he doesn't do that, Mortensen breaks a big one. And he comes out limping too. So two of our main backs are standing right here on the sidelines, both limping. That's not good.
Well, and something we're not used to here is a little bit of humidity, and sometimes that can cause a little bit of dehydration in your body and cause some cramping, and hopefully that's all that it is.
Yes. Goes Brock Adams right up the middle, and he's going to pick up a good 6 yards on that.
That's a strong runner, a strong kid that can just, as long as he's pumping his legs, he's gaining yards.
He's going to be gaining yards, yeah. Just a sophomore. So our two main backs out there right now are both sophomores with him and Sanchez in the game. So, you know, I've been impressed the last 2 weeks with Kaysen. Grant. I thought he has managed the game well, did well.
As a junior coming in.
Yep. That's a big junior class.
Oh, it looks like it could have been 59 on this side.
He jumped first, but
We'll see what happens.
Coach Cowan's pleading his case pretty good on that one.
Confident that the defense.
False start.
See,
The
Eagles are going to get another penalty.
Carson
Brings
Robbins.
third down.
Coach was pleading his case pretty well, though.
Yeah.
So now it'll be 3rd and 11 for the Eagles. They had a
Third down
pretty
11,
manageable
ball
3rd
at
and
the
6.
Duchesne,
You know,
40
pretty manageable,
4-yard
pretty tough here. We'll see if they go with a run or if they try and air it out a little bit. Got Claiborne spread out to the left. We still got Mortensen and Ford on the sidelines. Davis is going in motion.
Grant's going to drop back.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, almost intercepted by number 13, Parker Brown.
Just not intended receiver number
Just
22.
didn't quite get enough on that one.
You know what? And Eagles are in a good situation right
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Go ahead and let these younger kids jump in there, run the ball, try to get some passes.
Yep.
Nothing hurt yet. I think we're going to be in good shape. But
Yeah.
we are. But looks like you're going to punt the ball off here. So
Yeah, so you got Brock Ford
Brock
back. I see
Ford.
Skyler trying to cut here on the sideline. Looks like an ankle or something. Good snap.
low punt.
Kind of a
but it's
low
gonna
punt, but it's going to
roll.
roll
Takes a
like
good
crazy.
bounce for the Eagles.
Takes a great bounce. Is going to go right to about the 23-yard line. So, I mean, not the prettiest punt, but
No.
effective. But
Yep,
effective.
That'll work as long as they can't get to it. And, you know, coming towards the near sideline, hard to get to when it's running that low.
Yeah.
So they have to let it go, and we'll
For North Summit.
pin them down there about the
10-18 left.
23, 24-yard line. One of our sponsors, United, operated by SkyWest. A special thanks to United Express, operated by SkyWest, for sponsoring tonight's live coverage. United Airlines, operated by SkyWest, is committed to bringing the Basin's portal to an entire world of travel. Book your flight from Vernal to Denver and beyond at united.com.
Here comes number 11 around the end, and Brock
Number
Ford
11,
brings him down
runner,
for probably a
taken down
loss.
quickly by number 12, Brock Ford. A loss of 2 on the play.
Loss of 2
Second down,
on
12.
that play. Caden Jenkins, number 73, coming in and giving Riker Blackburn a breather.
Mortensen back in at a safety spot.
Oh,
it
that's
looks like.
good. That's good sign.
That is good news. Let's let him move a little bit on defense and see if he can get feeling better and catch some of those passes we know he can get on the outside.
Looking
Snap
for
is
a
good.
pass here. Going to get hit and nothing.
Well
Nothing.
read.
Very well read by Mortensen in there, coming up from the safety position. So the pick of about 3, long 3, short 4 right there. 3rd and 8. So then come the passing game. The Eagles read it well, which is one of the things that burned them last week. Was not the greatest pass defense. I think that they work on that throughout the week.
Good
Going
snap,
deep,
going
going
deep
deep. It's
again.
going to get picked off.
Picked off by Mortensen.
Mortensen coming in.
He's still running. He's
Up on his
right
feet.
up the middle. little
Uh-oh.
oh, and we've got a flag coming in on the tackle.
Wonder what we're going to have here.
I wonder if he grabbed him a little bit high as he slipped and
See what. But it came in at the very end, so
Well,
for sure the Eagles have the ball, whether it's on Duchesne or North Summit. I'm not sure. We'll see what the officials have.
maybe a bad block. We'll just have to see what they decide here. Oh,
Helmet. I'm thinking. Uh-oh.
it must have been a block, or it must have. Jerry's not liking that.
No,
Coach
he's
Cowan
not.
is not impressed with that call at all.
I'm not sure who he's yelling at, the ref or one of the players.
He's looking at the ref.
Wow. Apparently he called it on the ball carrier.
As he slipped, I don't know
Well,
how
and
that could have happened.
I don't either, because the kid was kind of sitting down when he went. I don't really agree with that
So
call.
we got a helmet-to-helmet contact call against the Eagles.
I don't know. Our replays
15-yard penalty.
not firing up today, but I would like to watch that play. When it comes out, I'm going to watch it, because that kid kind of went down, and what happens? I mean, you can't, if you're going to put your helmet in his chest and then he ducks, you're going to hit helmet to helmet, but there's nothing you can do about
Well,
that.
and as a referee, you have to have a little bit of discernment and say, okay, what happened here? He did slip at the last minute. I don't think anything was intentional, but either way, the penalty's assessed. We're sitting at about the 45-yard line, and with a fresh 1st and 10.
Comes Adams, nothing. Tackled by number 72, Trayson Otterson. Nothing. A loss of about 1 on that play.
For Duchesne.
Is Ford still on the sidelines? He is. Skyler's still on the sideline. That ankle must be pretty tender.
You know, Kurt, initially when he came out, he reached down and grabbed his right knee.
Is that what it was?
Now
Did
we're-
you watch him?
Yeah, and hoping it's not that, hoping he can, work it out, get it stretched out. An ankle might be a little bit easier to recover from. If it is that knee,
That's a bad deal.
that could be a bad deal. It's 2nd and about 11.
Here comes Sanchez to the outside. Ooh, good. And Caleb's quick.
Sanchez, the ball
Yes, he
carrier.
is, and he
And
picks up
he's
a little
he's
extra
gonna be
effort.
right close to the 1st down.
I'm gonna
Caleb's quick. Oh, he
confidently
did. He
give him
get
that
first
down.
down.
Yes,
Yep.
sir. Yep.
Caleb is quick.
He's
Yeah,
fast.
he just, them legs go.
Oh, another sophomore.
Yeah, sophomores. We got a pretty good sophomore class. The sophomore junior class. Duchesne should be setting pretty well the next couple of years also. Biggest thing, we're lacking size.
Size has always been a pretty
That's
big factor.
a big factor down here. Yes.
A little bit of a high snap. Back to pass.
Oh.
Just a bad ball, or it could have been
A
a
little too high.
good
Incomplete.
gain for
1st and
Mortensen.
10.
Right in
Yeah.
the middle. Just a quick slant right up the middle.
I think that one just slipped.
It looked like it. Just got away
Maybe
from
a little bit wet or something.
You talk about size. Coaching some of these littler kids and littler teams. This year is the first year that my son's team has had some actual large linemen.
Oh, really?
So we're getting them coming up, but they're a few years
They're a
behind.
few years
Not-
out.
Not even in junior high yet, but we can.
But that's the thing, with this coaching staff.
We don't need that size always.
No. But my point is, though, this coaching staff, the high school, is down in the little guys. They know Coach Cowan's got a plan for the next 7 or 8 years of what he wants to happen, and it's calls him timeout. So saw something he didn't like. Coach Cowan calls timeout.
Timeout.
So we'll go ahead and take a break. Let's take a
Timeout called
30-second
by the
break, and we'll
Eagles.
be back in just a moment.
7:21 left in the 1st half.
Great food begins with great ingredients. We've grown our produce department with more prepared fruits and vegetables for the entire family. We've recently expanded our offerings, so come in and experience the fun, the excitement, and taste the difference.
We are the people behind the connection. You may never see us, but you are always on our minds. Because you are the reason we do what we do. Improving the way you connect is the reason we are always working. Why we are always building. Why we are always striving to give you the best. We are the people behind the connection, working together to connect your life.
All right, we are back. Kurt Skews and John Jacobs calling the game here from Duchesne tonight. The Eagles up 12-0 with 7:21 left to go in the half. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Gavin Davis in motion, looking back, looking for that backside screen. Here it comes.
There it is.
There it is, and they got blockers out in front. Wait for him. If he waits for him, he's good. Going to go ahead and pick up.
To Davis on the screen pass.
That was Davis on that backside screen.
Didn't quite pick up the
It
first
is
down.
enough
Oh,
for
he
a
did get the
Duchesne
first down. So, that's a play that works pretty well for us. But, last night in the JV game, we got pinned down, and they tried that, and North Summit picked it off inside our 10, and that was pretty tough. So when it works well. When it doesn't, it can fall apart pretty good, or pretty bad, I should say.
A little bit of a counter there.
Mortensen around the outside.
Mortensen, the ball carrier.
And he
loses about 3 or 4.
Bo Peterson.
Bo Peterson on the tackle there. So with a loss of 4, the Eagles are going to come up. The ball is about the 25-yard line. I almost would try and run that wheel route. Here comes Adams right up the middle.
Ford Adams, the ball carrier.
Gonna pick up
Brock
just a
Adams
few,
with the ball.
but where they've got that short side of the field here, I would almost try that wheel route. Get Mortensen going to the outside and pick up that wheel route, and you score on this.
Absolutely, the sun's gone now out of that side.
Exactly, the north side we're clear. Sun's not a factor anymore. The south side a little bit more of a factor, but I think that play could go right now.
Well, let's see if on 3rd and long Duchesne decides to do a pass just like that. It looks like Mortensen is split out to the right side or the far side of the field.
Man, if this works, I'm going to call myself a genius, but nope.
They're going to go the other
Go to
side
Davis.
to Davis.
Oh,
and he
good
just about
defensive
catches
play.
that right at the pylon.
Number 8, Gavin
Cannon
Davis.
Richens, excellent play on the defense for him. So,
Coverage by number
Well, now
1.
sitting at about the 23-yard line,
You
and
can't
it's a
punt it.
4th and 10. You can't punt this
you
ball.
can't punt. We don't have a kicking game to do that.
And
so
it's a long kick at that.
Yeah, so you go for it. I mean, this is,
Number 11.
and if they don't make it, it says, they turned it over on downs, but that's not such a bad thing. I mean, they've got them pretty deep in their own territory, so you're not out much here.
Not at all. Mortensen again split to the far side. Gavin Davis to the near side. And they're going to whistle dead here. Let's see.
What do we got? A sideline warning is my guess.
Looks like a sideline warning on the Braves.
We got a sideline warning against the Braves.
They're on the far side. Look how much field they got.
They've got a lot of field. And nothing hurt, no penalty assessed on that. It's just a warning. They're going to place the ball back on in the middle of the field here.
Wonder why.
Not sure. They took it from the near hash, and we're
Put it
dead
right in the
center.
Yeah, I like put Mortensen over there by himself with a wide field and let him use his athleticism, go get a ball. Now they're talking again. And while we do that, we'll thank one of our sponsors.
Utah State University. Be an Aggie in the Uinta Basin. No matter where you attend, your diploma will have the same 3 renowned words, Utah State University. Visit uintabasin.com, usu.edu edu. Maybe I need to go to Utah State University. For more information, or call 435-722-1700 to get started.
So what they did is they moved the ball back towards the hash. So, and he's going to go. He's going down.
Yeah, and Brock Ford's sitting in the middle of the field with his hands up, thinking he was open. I don't think he was spotted by Grant.
Yeah, so Brennan Richens brings him down for a sack. Turn the ball over on downs. Like I said, not a big deal. Not super critical, but it would have been nice to pick up another first down.
It would have. For us, not a big deal. We see 12 points on the board. For the Duchesne coaching staff, they want to punch that ball down the field.
Absolutely.
Every time.
They want to score. That's the goal. I mean, you touch the ball, you score.
Yeah, so high snap, but he gets a handoff, and he's going to be dropped back for a big loss. 73 with the hit, and he's going to be finished off by 59.
Caden Jenkins comes in to take a few snaps. Took over for Riker, I think, in there. Playing tough. Caden played a heck of a game last night in the JV game. Played really tough, so I'm glad to see him getting some reps. Has been a kid that's kind of always been shy and quiet and in the background, but a heck of an athlete.
I'll tell you
And
what,
so,
that tackle, there was nothing shy about that. He
no,
came in hard and
he-
heavy.
he's playing tough, and I love to see it out of that kid.
We've got a second
Pass.
and a long second. Oh, they do complete
Too
the pass.
slow.
Oh, he's still on his feet. He gets past the marker. Let's see where they
Number 11, the
They put him
receiver.
right at the marker. It looks like they're
Enough for a Braves
giving him a first down.
Cannon Richens on that reception there. Beat the defense, just outran him.
Ball at the
Outran
35-yard
Kell.
line.
Yeah, it looked like a couple, maybe some missed tackles
Few
there
missed
too,
tackles.
right at the sideline. But Duchesne's been doing pretty good on their tackling. Just a couple missed there, but
But nothing hurt. They're
nothing
still
hurt now.
on the
Back
30,
to
looking to
pass.
pass, coming right across.
Oh, and
Ball
that
out
touched the
complete
hands
again
of
for number 11, Richens.
who is that?
Incomplete
60? Is that
pass.
64?
It'll be second
Yeah,
down.
Dylan Moon on that,
Dylan
on
Moon
the
did.
defense.
I think he touched that ball just a little bit. And
So 2nd and 10. They're going to the air, looking deep. Going to come up.
quarterback,
Comes
he's going
Dylan.
to keep that. But
Nice
he's,
tackle.
yeah. You know, we talked
Gonna
about
keep him in.
not having the Braves throwing the ball yet, and now they've been
They decided that's going to work.
decided that they're going to the air a few times. That one didn't pan out as they wanted. They did pick up 5 to 6 yards on that quarterback keeper.
But, you know, if the quarterback's running it, that means they got some fairly decent coverage, which has been one of our downfalls for years.
Secondary, it has been a struggle. Speed, size on the outside. It looks like Duchesne wanting to blitz. Are they going to get through to get him?
Oh.
No, he's going to roll
Comes
out
up
now.
Mortensen.
Oh, and Mortensen lays a good
Gets
hit.
him. Good.
Somebody-
So Mortensen comes up from free safety. Uh-oh, looks like it knocked the
59.
wind. Him and Carson Robbins, but it looks like Mortensen may have got the wind knocked out of him.
And Taylor there. Is that Tyson Taylor? Taylor Tyson
I can't imagine.
in there and finishing the tackle off.
No, that's Carson Robbins,
Excuse me.
59.
Oh, we got 2 59s on. Oh, that is Carson
Yeah,
Robbins.
I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah, you're
Carson.
right. Yep, you're right. Carson in there to finish it off. So
So Mortensen comes flying in from the free safety. So fourth and 4 here. See what they do. I'll bet they try and go on 2 and dry them off sides.
Mortensen drops out of the play, and Sanchez back, but they are not kicking it off.
Gonna go right up the middle.
Oh, and his
fumble.
ball's down.
Fumble. Who? 73. Caden Jenkins comes up with the big hit, causes the fumble. It doesn't really matter who comes up with the ball because it's Duchesne's ball anyway.
And it is
But-
a loss if they do have, if the
Well,
Braves
it was
do.
4th down anyway.
Right.
So
Yep. Absolutely.
So Melner comes in, but Caden Jenkins comes in with a huge hit, knocking the ball loose.
First and 10, Duchesne.
Awesome. I love to see a kid like that, get his chance, go in there and then dominate. I mean, that's how you get playing time. That is how you do it.
Earning his spot.
If
He's
you want to earn a
thrilled.
spot, you take your chance and you do it. And I think you play the kid.
You can see how excited he got after the hit. It could be a little bit of a momentum changer. Get a little bit of dull action.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get right back into
Let's
it.
get it.
Eagles first and 10.
Now, with just under 3 minutes to go, they've got to come in and score. Here comes that backside counter. Gavin Davis gets back to the line of
Davis,
scrimmage.
the ball carrier. Tackled by
Doesn't
number
work.
57, Brennan Richens. Back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10.
Back to the line, back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't lose anything, didn't gain anything. But they've got to do something. Just under 2.5 minutes. They need to get a score here. Going to roll back. Nope.
He was looking
Oh,
for
he
it. Oh, and he
better.
still sees it.
Who we got here?
Middle of the field to Sanchez.
Oh,
and he goes
looking
up.
for Sanchez.
Says the intended
Good defense on number 11.
Sanchez
Cannon Richens.
got a
Yeah.
touch on it, and that was just about it, just out of his
Yep.
range.
Good defense on Richens' part. I want to thank Ute Tribal Enterprises, the fastest growing tribally owned enterprise in the state of Utah with 9 operations. Ute prides itself in offering the very best product and service to our customers. Enjoy cosmic bowling at Ute Lane Family Center. So Grant coming back in. Stop the clock with just over 2 minutes to go. 3rd and 10. see what happens here. See if the Eagles can pick it up because they're still right. Oh,
quick pass to the middle, and it's just in and out of the hands of number 13, the free safety.
I think it kind of scared him a little bit.
That's
Parker Brown. I'm not sure what happened there.
It looked like, was that Brock?
4th and 10 for Duchesne.
Yeah, looking for Ford Brock.
Yeah.
Looking for Brock Ford on that one. Wow, I'll bet he wishes he had that one back.
Yep. But he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. So a timeout here.
Timeout called with 2 minutes left in the half.
One of our sponsors, Zions Bank. Zions Bank wants to help you find a financial touchdown. We haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. More at zionsbank.com with 3 locations in the Uintah and Duchesne counties. Plus online and mobile services, Zions Bank offers convenience and stellar service. We haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. More at zionsbank.com. Avoid financial fumbles when you choose Zions Bank. Visit Zions Bank local center for online or zionsbank.com. We haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. Boy, they
do a great job.
Do a great job for the community.
For the whole state, been around forever. So we're about back. See what Coach Cowan calls up. The Braves have stepped it up. I mean, they started slow, but this has been a pretty good game. You know, those 2 quick scores right off the bat for the Eagles. And other than that, I mean, it's just been a back-and-forth battle.
It has. And, the Eagles started off strong. We can't get flat here. We can't get complacent because, like you say, the Braves are recognizing plays. They're reading some of our plays. But 4th and 10 here. Looks like we're going for it. Trying to drum off sides, but Grant back to pass. He sees
going
the
deep.
sideline to
If
Gavin
he gets
Davis. And he's gone.
Oh,
Gavin Davis.
wow. Just a blown coverage. Had to have been.
And a 40-yard reception touchdown for Gavin Davis.
Wow. I mean, perfect ball. Gavin Davis scores again from the 40. So, and I think 11. Cannon Richens just, I'm not sure what happened. Usually he's been doing great and has been on defense, and just kind of a blown coverage there. Davis gets behind him, and Grant hits him in stride again.
Just like the other side. It was a carbon copy, just the opposite ends of the field.
Opposite ends of the field, exactly. So they're going to try and kick again. So Brock Ford, Cameron Brady's doing the holding. Not sure who's doing the snapping.
No rain coming down this time, so the spot is, it's good. And is it going to creep over that? It did.
And I think that, I'm pretty sure that put her in 4-wheel drive and just barely got over the.
I think Brock had his pitching wedge out, and he just knocked that just over the bar.
Just right into the hole. So with that, the Eagles go up 19-0 with just under 2 minutes to go. Let's go ahead and take a break and be back in just a moment.
Utah State University puts higher education in reach whatever your path may be. Whether you want to move to Logan or Price for a traditional campus experience, or save on living expenses and stay in the Uintah Basin, USU makes earning a college degree possible. As an Aggie, you'll gain skill sets to pursue the career that you love and that will make an impact. And no matter where you attend, your diploma will have the same 3 renowned words: Utah State University.
All right, we are back live from Duchesne tonight. Kurt Skews, John Jacobs calling the game here for you on a beautiful night. I mean, you can't ask for a better night. A little bit of rain. I hope it's this way in 2 weeks when I go hunting.
Absolutely.
I hope that it's this kind of weather. So Guerrero's back with the Eagles up 19-0. And he squib kicks it again, and it's on the ground, and it's on his, number 10.
Number 10 Wisely falls on the ball.
Rowdy Peterson on the cover, and it kind of in and out of his hands, and
probably doesn't get to touch the ball a ton. When it rolled in there, he wasn't sure what he wanted to do.
But smart, very smart. Get on the ball, stop it. But I'm expecting him to go through the air right here. What would be huge for the Eagles is knowing that. Come up with an interception. So we got Jackson Moreland in middle backer now, taking over for Kell, who's took over for Skyler.
Carlos Lopez and
Lopez out.
Yeah, here they go with the short.
Oh,
2 Eagles wanted their hands
yeah,
on
they
that.
did.
It was an interception, but just
intended
threw
for
him.
number 7, Bo Peterson.
It'll be 2nd down and 10.
But this goes ahead and stops the clock, slows the game down a little bit. But North Summit's got to do something to that effect. Minute 44 on these, so. Got 2 split out to the left and 1 to the right. Well, basically 3 split out to the left. And he's going to roll to the left and throw this. Oh, overthrew. That's a tough pass. That's a tough pass, dangerous pass, intended for number 11.
That's Cannon Richens.
But the defense played pretty well. But if that throws on the money, he catches that ball.
8-10 yards.
Yeah, and he picks up a few, probably picks up the first down, which stops the clock again. But 3rd and 10 here. Pence is coming back in.
And a minute 39 left in the second quarter.
Keep Mortensen back. Don't let anything behind you.
He's playing pretty deep.
Yeah,
Let's hope
he
he
is.
can get to whatever they decide to put in the air. And another
He's
pass.
looking to the right.
And
And the ball
just
slipped.
loses the ball. And
Oh, that's tough.
And a gang
He was
full of
looking to
Eagles
go
right there.
deep, and the coaches are standing here going, Lopez, that was coming towards you.
Yep,
You
yeah.
know that was coming to you.
You know, as soon as Parker Brown let go of that ball, or just about let go, it slipped out.
Slipped out of
he
his
was able to
hands.
grab it. But 4 or 5 Eagles tackle him right there for a loss of 5 yards. So 4th and 15.
So about going to kick it, and I don't believe they're going to let number 55 try and run it again. So they got him back. I think Jordan should be up and getting a little bit in his face. But a good kick comes off.
Gavin's going to let that go. He was thinking about it. He was thinking about grabbing that.
He was. So Eagles will take over about the 33-yard line with just under a minute, just under 50 seconds left to go. But I'll bet Coach just kind of runs it. Is Ford still on the sideline? I see him, Skyler.
Yep.
But I'll bet he just kind of runs it, runs out the clock, and we go into halftime with the Eagles up 19-0. But you never know.
You never know. We
Never can
didn't
tell.
see that onside kick coming either early in the game in the first quarter. And
yeah, that was a big play. I mean, a big special teams play.
And I don't think 64 on the other side saw it coming either.
No.
Because it bounced right off his chest. But here we go, 1st and 10.
Oh, he's going to air it out, though. Mortensen.
Good reception by
Good
Mortensen.
reception,
A
but
9
it
yard.
doesn't make it, so it keeps the clock going. I got 40 seconds left.
By Scholes, there is a Brave.
Uh-oh,
down.
they're going to
will
stop the
stop the
clock.
clock.
We got somebody down. That's no good. You never want to see that.
No.
Looks like he's holding his lower back. Maybe got hit in the back or something, but I hope that that's all that it is, you know, just a stinger or something like that. I hope.
Yeah, and
Oh,
this
they're gonna
is
send him
football.
off.
Things happen, but you always want to see him kind of get up and walk around and
Exactly.
recover. It doesn't matter what team you're watching,
No,
or who your home team's playing.
They're kids. I mean, sometimes that gets lost, you know, getting excited and stuff, but we got to remember that they're just kids, and you never want to see this. So let's go ahead and go to break, and we'll see what happens here.
It's the moment you've waited all year for. The Corn Maze is open again in Bluebell. Your favorite fall activities in one place. There's a pumpkin patch, kettle corn, goats, pumpkin cannons, spooky trails. There's just too much to list. So go to www.bluebellcornmaze.com or look up Bluebell Corn Maze on Facebook. Head to the Corn Maze at Water Hollow Ranch, located in Bluebell, where getting lost means finding fun.
My name is Sydney Smith. I was born with a disease called Charcot-Marie tooth, and I've been a double amputee since 2015. I've always wanted to do something difficult like this, something that I could possibly fail at. My dad did it a couple times with my two brothers, and because of my feet, I never got a chance to do it. I also wanted to bring my 9-year-old son with me. I know he could do hard things, and I wanted to see him do it and share this moment and get closer to it with his grandfather, as we'll only have a few moments of time left. Kings Peak is the highest mountain in Utah, 13,527 feet. 30 miles round trip, 4,100 feet elevation gain, and no legs.
Another school year is starting with backpacks, notebooks, and germs. Are your students protected? Immunizations are required for kindergarten and 7th grade. And don't forget flu and HPV vaccine prevention. It's wise to immunize.
As my team and I have looked at all of the services that we're now providing and the growth that has occurred, it's obvious to us that we're not just a local TV station anymore. And we need a name and a brand that represents us as the media company that we are today. VTV Channel 6 is now V6 Media. To me, V6 Media represents our passion, innovation, our company's vision for the future. And we can't wait to see what's next.
Attention Vernal City and surrounding areas. We would like to invite you to the 5th annual Vernal City Recovery Weekend.
This is all part of the National Recovery Month. Please join us for the 5th annual Vernal City Recovery Walk, Saturday, September 9th in Vernal.
By fixing it the first time, we show our customers that we care. I'm Rico. I'm a technician at L&L Motor. I've been in the automotive industry for 7 years.
I'm Amanda Kazik. I work here at the parts department at L&L.
I like being a technician. Every day is a new day, and it's cool to see a concern and be able to fix it.
They're kind of like my family, so they've really taken care of me and given me a ton of opportunities.
We value the Fix It Right First program. Try to go the extra mile for the customer.
When you need windows, doors, bathroom glass, or paint, Jones Paint and Glass can help. With over 80 years in the industry, we're Utah's go-to expert for paint and glass. We offer beautiful, energy-efficient Jones Paint and Glass windows, as well as Anderson and Marvin windows and doors. We also offer top paints like Benjamin Moore and PPG Pittsburgh paints. Whether you're remodeling or building from scratch, Jones Paint and Glass has you covered.
When you hear the crash.
Moon Lake Electric was organized in 1938 as a rural electric cooperative by residents of northeastern Utah. We are proud to support the television coverage of Uinta Basin High School sports.
Oh no!
Boy, that hurt.
All right, we are back. Number 15, Kobe Scholes. Actually got up. They helped him off the field, so hopefully nothing too serious. You just hate to see that.
Where it took a minute for him to get up, you hope that it's nothing major. But he did get up, walk right out on his own. And
Yeah.
that's a positive note.
That is a positive note. Looks like the medical staff still over there taking care of him, and so our best wishes to him. Grant,
the
ball
tipped.
gets tipped by number 12.
So
Quentin Jones.
Grant trying to do a quick out.
Out to Davis, yes, with a Number 11, Cannon Richens on the defense. 3rd and 1. I say they go back, try and pick up the first down. It stops the clock, maybe spike it, try and go for another score right here. They've got time right here where it was incomplete. Adams is a setback here. Nope, they're going to go deep again. Oh,
over.
Oh.
He's looking for Davis on the outside.
Yes, he was. Did you see Sanchez, though, coming out of the backfield on kind of a wheel route and had some running room? If he gets that ball to him, he's got a little bit of running room.
Yeah, I think he had a few guys that would have been surprised and beat.
Yeah, and Caleb's pretty shifty, pretty hard to bring down sometimes.
Fast, very fast.
And I think that he's smart enough, even just being a sophomore, you know, getting a lot of varsity time this year, I think he would have been smart enough to try and get out of bounds, stop the clock. Caleb's a sharp kid. Going to go first down in case, and going to go right up the middle, and it looks like he's going to pick it up.
Looks like he did. You know, it
And
looks
if he
like
does,
they were stopping him for
they
just a
stopped the
second.
clock.
His legs kept moving, and he did
And
get
now,
the first.
Once they get the clock or the chain set, then they'll start the clock, and I'm sure that the Eagles are just going to go ahead and spike it.
Is this Mortensen to the near side looking like he? Oh, that's
No,
Davis.
that's
He's
Davis,
looking
but
at
he's just going to go ahead and spike the ball and stop the clock.
Good. Okay.
Yep. So this might be the last play of the half. We'll see what happens. Caselin's getting a pretty good workout, going back and forth, getting plays from Coach Cowan.
2nd down and 10.
He's like, let's try and hit him this time.
Love to see a kid like Grant, you know, under center, smart, again, just like Sanchez, just a really smart kid. He's not going to do anything to.
So he's back in the shotgun here.
Takes a snap.
Uh-oh,
Couple Braves get through, and he's breaking loose.
You better get out of bounds. Nope, that's going to be it. Oh, timeout. 2.9 seconds. I thought they had used them all, but I guess not.
2.9.
So, my guess, you run the wheel route.
You have to.
You're gonna. Yeah, I mean, you go for broke and they intercept it. Big deal. You know, it comes up as an interception on the stats, but
let me backtrack. You don't have to right now. It would be a good momentum going into the. But we'll see what happens.
But you don't want to get it up and have a chance of them running something back either.
Absolutely.
I mean, that because that's a momentum killer, a swing for momentum to their half. So, I mean, there's a lot of variables. But me, I would go for it.
Go for it. Why not?
Yeah, I just heard somebody else in the booth. It's pretty full tonight. I heard somebody say that Aaron Rodgers, you know, just launch it up into the end zone, let your receivers use their athleticism, go get it.
Yep, jump ball. You know, we got a couple tall guys out there that are catching the ball. Between Mortensen and Davis, basketball players, tall kids, great football players. Why not? Let's throw something up and see if they can get. And the Braves have got a little bit shorter cornerbacks back here. We'll see how they respond to this. Oh,
wow. And he gets sacked there.
Well, let's just forget that play going into the
Let's go ahead and take a 19-0. Yeah. So, but not bad. You know, pretty good first half of football for both teams. Been pretty close. The Eagles have picked up a few scores. But let's go ahead and take a break real quick, and then we'll come back and do a halftime show. And we'll be back in just a moment.
Great food begins with great ingredients. We've grown our produce department with more prepared fruits and vegetables for the entire family. We've recently expanded our offerings, so come in and experience the fun, the excitement, and taste the difference.
We are the people behind the connection. You may never see us, but you are always on our minds. Because you are the reason we do what we do. Improving the way you connect is the reason we are always working. Why we are always building, why we are always striving to give you the best. We are the people behind the connection, working together to connect your life.
Okay, we're back for our halftime. The Talons, the multiple-time 13, 14-year in a row state champion Talons are out dancing, getting wet out on the wet field. But we'll go ahead and talk a little bit about things that happened in the first half. Just a little overview about that. The Eagles come out, the Braves kick off to them, and they go march it down there.
Mortensen picks up the ball on the opening kickoff. Great block, great 45-yard opening run.
So starting great field position.
Absolutely.
The Eagles had great field position right off the get-go. They march down. Ford goes in for a 4-yard touchdown right at the first of the game. And then when they kick, they hit an onside kick it right into the front lineman. It bounces back. The Eagles pick it up on the 50. March down. Gavin Davis, a touchdown. Kaysen hits him on kind of a go route around to the outside, and he catches it. Then, we missed the 2-point conversion, so we're 12-0 right there. Then the game got very competitive. Both teams are playing, defenses are holding back and forth. It was a good game. It was a really good game. The Braves come in and played tough. And the Eagles are playing tough and just back and forth. They're marching it on both guys.
Now, I think a little bit of the back and forth right there would have been different had we had Skyler in the game.
Yes.
Punching up the middle like we had been, but some younger guys getting some touches on the ball. Not a bad thing right here for a varsity game. Let's look at the 3 keys that we talked about at the beginning of the game. The first one, to win the turnover battle. Now, so far, that's been great.
We're +1 on the turnovers, right?
Turnovers. So that should be a positive for Coach in the locker room. Haven't seen a ton of pressure on the quarterback. I think we've been back there a couple of times, but he has been able to find time to throw the ball on the Braves side.
And for them, they've got our quarterback a few times.
They did.
I think they've got him 3 to 4 times for losses. So North Summit's doing good on that one. And then catching the ball, we haven't had many drop balls. I mean, there's been a few pretty tough to throw with the ball being wet, things like that. So, but when the ball has been there, we've caught the ball.
Absolutely.
Gavin Davis catches another one, gets behind the defense a little bit on a lost or on a broken coverage.
And most of the misses have been, just out of the hands. I mean, they're close. So, like you say, from last week to this week,
big time.
It's a big difference for our receivers. So good positive there for the Eagles.
So for what do the Eagles got to do to continue? I mean, they just really got to continue doing what they're doing.
They do. With that, if Ford decides, or if they decide he's not coming back in and they want to rest that knee or ankle or whatever's happening there, that's going to be okay, as long as they maintain what they've got going on. It doesn't. It's not going to hurt anything to put some of these younger kids in. Let them run the ball hard. Let them get to the outside if they can. The counter's working when it needs to. Passing's going to come along with the rain stopping. The ball's not going to be quite as slippery, wet, hard to handle. I see a big change in running the ball, I think, when they come back. I think we're going to be able to get some good blocks, find some extra yards with these younger kids. And, you like to see a good game, but it doesn't hurt to see a goose egg sitting on the visitor side either.
No, it doesn't. Not if you're an Eagle fan.
No.
But for North Summit, what do they got to do to get back in the game?
Their passing's okay. I think they're going to, if they can find a couple of those receivers through some of their hands, but they got to be careful. The Eagles secondary has been getting their hands on the ball as well and just missing a couple interceptions. So, it's hard to say.
So we'll see what happens, So as right now, the Eagles are up 19-0 on a beautiful night. The moon's starting to come out. Starting to shine.
You brought up a point earlier, Kurt, and I want to talk about it just a little bit with Coach Cowan and Coach Gines. They've vested in these younger kids coming up.
Yeah.
For a few years now. Now I'm gonna plug a little program they've got going with. It's called the Pigskin Ballers. Now in the summertime, they'll take 4 or 5 weeks, And these kids, they're not taking high school-aged kids. They are taking younger kids.
Kindergarten through 6th grade.
6th grade.
Yeah.
And they're teaching them agilities. They're teaching them strength training. They're getting them conditioned. And you can see the kids that take the time to go do that in the summer, well, you know, an hour in the morning for some of the last weeks of summer. They start doing their sports, and they're well ahead of other towns, of other peers, some of their peers. That is going to be a huge thing for this community.
You know, and what's great about it is it's not just the boys that they do. They take girls. I mean, I had a son and a daughter in that program, and last year, you know, I got a kid that was too old to do it. This year, or I had 3 of them in there, and I mean, they test them on their 40s and ladder skills and things like that. And now watching my youngest boy run is not fast at all, but he learned and he had a good time. And so yeah, it's a great thing that the coaches vest in the younger kids, know their names. That's huge.
Absolutely. Like you say, that's just not boys, that's just not football. We've got baseball players in there, we've got wrestlers doing it, volleyball players, you know, the girls. I've also got a daughter in there, and she looks forward to it. She loves it. This hill, I'll tell you what, if you've ever been to Duchesne and you look up at that water tower on the hill, these kids run from the bottom of that hill as fast as they can up the hill, and they're timed, and it hurts.
That's not fun. I've run a few of these in my day.
Yep, they're better for it.
So, well, perfect. Let's go ahead and we'll go and watch some video of our sponsors, because without them we couldn't be here. So we'll go ahead and we'll be back just for the second half kickoff.
We are the people behind the connection. You may never see us, but you are always on our minds. Because you are the reason we do what we do. Improving the way you connect is the reason we are always working. Why we are always building. Why we are always striving to give you the best. We are the people behind the connection, working together to connect your life.
This is Zaylee Ann. She was born on May 24th, 7 pounds even. The first time I saw Zaylee, you know, you hear of it being love at first sight, but she looked up at me and it was like, there's my daughter. Where have you been all my life? I've missed you. When you're having a baby, you have a lot of questions, and it's not just you that's involved, it's your child also. And from a mother's standpoint, you care a lot about that person inside of you. And you care about yourself too, and you want to make sure that you can make the best decisions for your family. As women, we want to be heard. It's our bodies. We're going through something pretty important, and knowing that the medical team that would be helping me would be very competent, that was important. They offered me their advice and told me exactly what my options were and let me make an educated decision, and I think that's really important. And when I delivered, all of them, every single person that I had come in, very friendly. They all just wanted me to have the best possible outcome that I could.
Utah State University puts higher education in reach whatever your path may be. Whether you want to move to Logan or Price for a traditional campus experience, or save on living expenses and stay in the Uinta Basin, USU makes earning a college degree possible. As an Aggie, you'll gain skill sets to pursue the career that you love and that will make an impact. And no matter where you attend, your diploma will have the same 3 renowned words: Utah State University.
year for. The Corn Maze is open again in Bluebell. Your favorite fall activities in one place. There's a pumpkin patch, kettle corn, goats, pumpkin cannons, spooky trails. There's just too much to list. So go to www.bluebellcornmaze.com or look up Bluebell Corn Maze on Facebook. Head to the Corn Maze at Water Hollow Ranch, located in Bluebell, where getting lost means finding fun.
My name is Sydney Smith. I was born with a disease called Charcot-Marie tooth, and I've been a double amputee since 2015. I've always wanted to do something difficult like this, something that I could possibly fail at. My dad did it a couple times with my two brothers, and because of my feet, I never got a chance to do it. I also wanted to bring my 9-year-old son with me. I know he could do hard things, and I wanted to see him do it and share this moment and get closer to his grandfather, as we'll only have a few moments of time left. Kings Peak is the highest mountain in Utah, 13,527 feet. 30 miles round trip, 4,100 feet elevation gain, and no legs.
Another school year is starting with backpacks, notebooks, and germs. Are your students protected? Immunizations are required for kindergarten and 7th grade. And don't forget flu and HPV vaccine prevention. It's wise to immunize.
As my team and I have looked at all of the services we're now providing and the growth that has occurred, it's obvious to us that we're not just a local TV station anymore. And we need a name and a brand that represents us as the media company that we are today. VTV Channel 6 is now V6 Media. To me, V6 Media represents our passion, innovation, our company's vision for the future. And we can't wait to see what's next.
Attention Vernal City and surrounding areas. We would like to invite you to the 5th annual Vernal City Recovery Weekend.
This is all part of the National Recovery Month. Please join us for the 5th annual Vernal City Recovery Walk, Saturday, September 9th in Vernal.
By fixing it the first time, we show our customers that we care. I'm Rico. I'm a technician at L&L Motor. I've been in the automotive industry for 7 years.
I'm Amanda Kazik. I work here at the parts department at L&L.
I like being a technician. Every day is a new day, and it's cool to see a concern and be able to fix it.
They're kind of like my family, so they've really taken care of me and given me a ton of opportunities.
We value the Fix It Right First program. Try to go the extra mile for the customer.
When you need windows, doors, bathroom glass, or paint, Jones Paint and Glass can help. With over 80 years in the industry, we're Utah's go-to expert for paint and glass. We offer beautiful, energy-efficient Jones Paint and Glass windows, as well as Anderson and Marvin windows and doors. We also offer top paints like Benjamin Moore and PPG Pittsburgh paints. Whether you're remodeling or building from scratch, Jones Paint and Glass has you covered.
When you hear the crash,
Moon Lake Electric was organized in 1938 as a rural electric cooperative by residents of northeastern Utah. We are proud to support the television coverage of Uinta Basin High School sports.
All right, folks, we are back.
Look at that picture, Kurt. I'm liking that.
Hey, that looks good, doesn't it? Why don't you go ahead and tell them what's going on tonight?
Well, we've got 105.5 Eagle Country down there. They're doing a benefit for the fire and flood victims. Earlier today, ran into the radio station at Al's Food Town, and Al and the grocery store donated quite a bit to the charity, to the benefit for those who have been victims, and they're down there just grilling away. They did a tailgate a little bit earlier. So if you're here or if you're close, come down. Let's donate and get these folks that have
back up on their feet.
Back on their feet.
And the kickoff, that was Brock Ford, kicks it deep this time, number 7.
Fielded by number 7. Number
25, Ethan Part, freshman, comes in and makes that tackle.
There's E-Man again. We call him E-Man back where
where he comes
Hannah,
from.
back where he comes from. He's just a tough, dang tough kid.
Yeah, he is. You know, and tonight, going back to that Dollar Ridge fire, they're having a benefit concert. Most people in the basin know Charlie Jenkins. I've known Charlie for 20 5 years
Good
or
music,
so.
yep.
Great concert down at the Centennial Building
First and
tonight.
10
So if
for
you're
the Braves.
around,
Ball at their own 40-yard
come
line.
join.
Start the
Come,
second half.
come, come and support.
Well,
Dollar Ridge Fire. That was
and-
quite the ordeal.
You know, folks that can, when you pay for your tickets, it doesn't hurt to leave a little extra. If you
No.
if you have it and you can, please
set.
let's do that for these
Down
folks.
to number 7.
Picks.
Gain of about 6 on the play.
6-yard carry.
Bo Peterson, hard run. Mortensen
second
comes
down
in,
and
and
4.
that was a shot on from both of them.
Good hard run, yep.
Yeah, it was.
And on the tackle, Peterson was the ball carrier.
So looks like the Braves are just going back, going to hit the run pretty hard. Great run by Peterson right there.
Well, their passes haven't been falling like they were hoping, and so maybe
Here
they're.
comes Pence right up the middle.
Yeah. He gets the first down, and
Pence,
there's
the
no
ball carrier, out
orange
across
flags on the
midfield.
field, so they're going
It's a Braves
to give him
first
that.
down.
So is Ford back in? Skyler?
I see Skyler standing down on the sideline still.
Oh, you do, huh?
But he does have something covering that right knee now. It looks like a black brace, some type of support. So,
First and 10 for the Braves.
hey,
Ball at the
let's not damage
Duchesne
that knee
47
anymore.
No, let's not. We're sitting pretty good. Arrest it if you have to. Cale Skews is in there taking his place at middle backer for. Here it comes to the outside. They're going to have to get up. Dylan Moon comes up and makes a big
Ball
stop.
carrier number
3
25.
big.
Dylan's
big
playing
tackles.
tough. Dylan and Carson in on the tackle on that
Dakota
one.
Jones.
That Kale Skews in at
A loss
middle
of
backer. I
2 on
think
the
I know that
play.
kid.
Me too.
Second down and 12. Ball at the
A little bit.
49-yard line.
But Dylan, Dylan's tearing it up in the middle there.
He
Kel
sure
needs to get a
is.
little more aggressive.
He'll get hit once or twice, and he'll be right in there. What
But
tough kid.
That may be Dad talking instead of an announcer. So 3 split out to the left, 1 to the right. Gonna go.
Passing to
Gonna
the
pass
left side.
here. Gonna look.
And
Gonna step up here.
yeah, he didn't find anybody, so
Kel
he's hit
made
it.
that tackle
Kel
though.
made that tackle. So he
Cale
gained a
Skews.
yard or 2. He couldn't find a receiver. So there's that secondary we were talking about.
Played
They've
well.
They've got to
Gain
stop
of
that pass play, and it looks like they're.
4 on the play.
Even in the the first
Third
half,
down and
towards
8.
the end, he wasn't getting his passes off like he wanted to, and ended up running the ball.
So Brock Adams comes in. Carson Robbins comes off the field. 3rd and 8. So Kel came up and made a pretty good tackle on that one. Maybe I'll forgive him. So it looks like they're going to go back to the air. Goes in motion.
Oh, we jumped there, yep.
Yep.
So that's going to be, looks
That's
like on the Braves.
On the Braves.
Flag on the play.
Number 12 jumped a little early.
Quentin Jones on the outside.
That's pretty tough. That,
False start called against the Braves.
We
5
won't
yard
complain.
penalty,
We
still
had our
third
Eagles
down.
had their fair share of
penalties in the
penalties
first
in the
half.
first half.
If we
Let's
could
just
get
knock
people
that
off
off
the
right
track.
now and let the other side
People
take
off
their
the track and in the
A
stands.
few of those.
Third and 13.
Third down and long for the Braves.
See what they do here. That little pass play. Mortenson's playing right at the first down marker. Going to drop back and he's going to roll to the right. Going to keep it down. He's going to pick up the first down.
Yeah, I think they had that planned out pretty good.
Yeah, they did.
He looked like he was going to pass, but the speed he was moving.
Pretty smart. You can't.
Yep.
You can't really step up if you're.
Now, that's Parker Brown. Did you mention that he's just stepped into the quarterback position?
Yeah, he did. Their Chrysler Richens is their normal quarterback, but he got hurt last week in the game against Layton Christian, so he stepped in and has played well. I think he's played extremely well so far today.
Yep, he's been doing fine. So he picks up the first down. 1st and 10 from.
Going to go back to the air.
And the
Pick
Eagles
it
are
up.
back there to
Brock Adams
hit him
comes
for a
up.
loss. There's a tag team, Brock Adams, and it looks like Brock.
The two Brocks. Brock Ford and Brock Adams.
Brock squared with the tackle.
Brock squared. Yes, that was. As we're here, we'll thank another one of our sponsors, Ashby Regional Medical Center. Dr. Moore will begin seeing patients on August 27th, which is Monday, in sports medicine. So it's great to have good doctors here in the Basin. And we thank them for their sponsorship. Ashby Regional is always in there with one of our sponsors. So second and deep, and they're going to have to step up.
There you go again. Still no receivers open for him, so he's running to the outside and taking out for another loss.
Riker Blackburn on that one. So
another
loss.
Well.
Yeah, they are. Which for me, that's one of the things that we have to get better at is our secondary.
You're right. Historically, that has been a challenge, but they're doing great against this, trying to air the ball up. That's 3 in a row passes he was trying to get off.
And end up with 2 sacks, 2 back-to-back sacks. That's pretty tough.
Third and 17.
And here comes.
He
missed him. Jenkins just barely misses him.
Number 7.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Bo Peterson's running that ball hard.
That was a tough run right there. I mean, he ran, put his shoulder down. It doesn't matter if it's for my team or against my team. I love to see somebody run hard like that.
Great running backs. But a long, good, hard gain on that. But it's going to bring up a 4th and 8. So they were kind of pinned back a little ways.
But what do you do here?
I think they're going to probably run this ball. At this point, if they can get the ball into Peterson again and get him to the outside, he'll likely pick that up. If they go to the air again after 3 losses,
That's tough.
Got a nice tall receiver out here. What number is number 2? 12. He tries to get rid of the ball.
And that's to a lineman. So that's, I mean, I can't. Yeah, I'm thinking you got to have a.
57 ended up with the ball.
So Brennan Richens ends up with the ball in his hands, but he is not a.
Ineligible receiver. Pretty tough one.
Wrong place, wrong time. Yep.
They're going to decline it. Take the ball over on downs.
Just a bad place. I think instinctively he sees the ball coming at him.
Yeah,
you have to catch it.
I mean, he's almost got to take that and bat it down and be like, hey, I didn't see the ball, but is what it is. The Eagles will take over.
Good series on the defensive side.
Yeah. But there were some positives on the Braves also.
Absolutely. Good running.
Peterson ran hard, ran way hard.
There it is. Ineligible receiver downfield. Declining it.
Called against the Braves.
First down, take over on
downs. Duchesne Eagles, 1st and 10.
It'll be 1st down and 10 for the
Davis
Eagles
is ready to go. He's already spread out to the left. I think they go to him. I mean, we got a wide side of the field right here. I think Case and Grant airs it up to him.
Use his height, use his speed right here.
Yeah.
Open field. The safety's clear on the other end.
Yeah, I would.
If they can see that and read that. Let's see
Nope,
what. No,
go right up the middle to Adams.
The ball comes out.
And that's North Summit's ball. So we're even now.
On turnovers, aren't we?
Turnovers, yeah. So brutal. After a great defensive stand like that, then they turn the ball over. Tough deal. Got to shore up those mistakes. Cannot make those.
And it's hard to see from where we're at. What exactly happened? Was it stripped? Did he just lose it? Don't know. I don't know.
But a turnover nonetheless.
Is a turnover.
So just on the Eagle side of midfield, the Braves will take over about the 48-yard line with just under 6.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Going snap, and he's going deep. Going deep to
quarterback. Intended receiver.
Lopez saw.
There's a flag at the line of scrimmage.
We got a flag. I think Lopez saw that. He dropped back immediately before the snap. He saw that cover receiver, and he went right into it. And didn't see the ball coming, but right there.
Wow. Holding against the Braves.
We'll take that, too.
Yeah, because that could have been iffy. He may have been able to call a pass interference, and then that would have been offsetting, and then we just played it down over again. But now he's going to go back 1st and 20 for the Braves. Moving back across midfield.
That hurts a little bit for them, but
that hurts. Yeah, that's a kick in the shin.
Mm-hmm.
But I love watching Coach Cowan. I mean, he's always coaching, always coaching.
He
like,
is.
Man, Lopez, you got to do this.
He's talking to kids that are standing there all the time. He's talking to kids out on the a little bit of a jump
that
there.
Got him 5 back.
Who is that right there in the middle?
That was Blackburn.
Blackburn, okay.
Yeah, as a coach, that drives you nuts. You're like, dude, your nose is right on the ball. You just watch it. That's all you got to do.
You know, these younger kids that we're coaching too, you've got to, we're telling them, you know, your first is you watch that ball.
Yep.
Do not move until that ball's snapped. And it doesn't matter. From here on up to the NFL, you'll get guys jumping.
Wow.
It's a simple fix.
Right in line with the ball. It looks like the center's head's over the ball. Oh, coming right back with that counter right up the middle.
Oh, got a hand on the ball. Looked like he was trying to strip that. That was a great job by Sanchez. Getting his hand in there.
Up, makes a good tackle.
And they tackle him back to the original line of scrimmage. So we are at a 3rd and 10.
Play, we'll call it. 2nd down and
9 or 10.
Second and 9. There were a lot of penalties on that little series right there.
Yep.
A lot of plays to get the 2nd down. Gonna go deep. Oh, great deep. I mean, he had the ball, and Sanchez comes up with the left hand and punches the ball out. That was a great defensive play. I don't know if he meant to, but the hands came up, hit the ball. Great defensive play, which bring up 3rd and 9, a 3rd and a long 9. So, with just over 5.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, see what the Braves draw up here. 7 goes in motion. They're going to roll out to the left. Going to throw. Oh, and
he's mad at himself for that one.
Did he?
Pass complete to number 5, Ethan.
He must have got it.
I think he was thinking he was catching it and going, but
I don't know if he slipped or what, but it's fourth and short. Let's see if the Eagles, I mean, I know the Eagles on something like this, they're going to be like, hey, let's see, make sure this work in the weight room that we've done this summer is going to pay off because we think we're tougher than you and we're going to push you over. So we'll see. I mean, this is a huge play for both teams right here.
Now they've been hitting Cannon Richards on that quick inside counter and on a couple of these shorter plays, and he's getting some yards.
I think they're going to call a timeout because that was starting to take quite a bit, which they did. But let's just go ahead and stay here. Let's thank a couple of our sponsors.
Back to Jones Paint and Glass. Jones Paint and Glass sells high-quality paint, thousands of colors to choose from. The interactive color workstation can help you find the right color for your project.
And L&L Motors, offering the widest scale of automotive needs under one roof: tires, wheels, accessories, tint repair, etc., whatever. Proud sponsor of all UNA and Duchesne County schools throughout the fall and winter. You know, and since VTV has come around, and I guess it's, I can't remember what the new name is, V6 Media, I've just loved it, you know, with the football and the basketball and covering wrestling a few times and stuff like that. I had a chance to call the Tournament of Champions over in Vernal one year, and it's so good. People from all over the country, in fact, sometimes all over the world. I mean, last year we had a kid that played on our team, had family in Mexico that would watch every game. I don't know if they understood me, but they watched every game.
It's a huge benefit to the community and every relatives.
And they're not going to.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, he did get it.
We didn't have this playing football and wrestling back in the day. With
first down
media, how it is now, we can be anywhere, anytime.
Yeah.
It's great.
You know, and just sometimes I know parents go on vacation and stuff like that. I've had parents on cruise ships and stuff like that get internet and watch games from halfway around the world.
Well, and I know Coach Gines wishes he could be here. He's here all during the week and traveling for work, and I know he's watching the game from wherever he's
come right across. Oh, right behind him, but he took a shot.
Yes, he did. Getting up.
From Blackburn and Robbins, he took a pretty good shot in the backfield.
Blackburn and Robbins in the backfield, putting pressure on him.
So yeah, I try and do that every week, is give a shout out to Coach Gines. He can't be here, but I know he's probably standing in his motel room screaming at his computer.
He is itching, and you know that he is.
and he's happy that they're catching the ball this week.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. You could be in Roy, Utah. You could be in Mexico. It doesn't matter where you're at. VTV or V6 Media, they're here for you.
So 2nd and 10. Oh,
and they just high snap, and he
High
just
snap.
missed the ball, dropped. He fell on it, luckily. Lucky for the Braves.
Yeah, they recovered it, but the Eagles were coming, man. They were sending the house on that one. So that's a loss of 6 or 7. Loss of 6 on that. So 3rd and 16, 3rd and long. But, you know, they could pick this up here. Very likely be able to pick this up. He's looking left, Now he's looking right, and he's coming. Kale missed him. Just not fast enough.
Push in the back. They missed. Oh, he got it.
They got him.
They did get it, number 7.
Flag here and a flag here. I can see number 62 running or walking. I can tell that walk. That he does that when he gets mad at me.
Yeah.
That's why I see it a lot.
Yeah, so again.
But he should have had that.
Again, the secondary picks up all of the receivers. You know, it forces Parker Brown to roll out to the right. As he's going to the sideline, a push in the back by the Braves. Let's see if both referees saw the same thing.
They had to. I mean, they threw their flags to the exact same spot, so that's what it's going to be. Move the ball back.
Coach Carden's pointing. Coach Cowan was pointing. I think we're pretty confident that's headed back.
Yep.
So we will, from the
So
spot.
it's off 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
So really what it is a gain of about 7. Oh, no, gain of about 4 then.
And
oh, wow.
I like that better than the gain of 15.
Yeah, brings them up. So they got 3 split out to the left, 1 to the right. Got Pence in the backfield, and he's looking left fast.
There goes the ball in the air.
That's going to get intercepted.
He did get it.
That doesn't stay in the air much longer. I mean, you can't tip that until gravity actually does take over. That was Claiborne, Jordan.
Jordan Claiborne, what a great kid and good concentration going to the ground.
Yeah, but I mean, physics just takes over there. You can't tip that ball many more times until it's going to hit the ground.
Now, if we had replay, I would guess 6 to 7 touches, and on top of him before it actually fell down into his hands. Jordan Claiborne, interception for the Eagles.
So, all right. So that coming back to our 3 keys, out of the game. Win the turnover battle. We're +1 on turnovers now. So Grant's here. Oh, 55 comes up huge right there. Like I say, I'm not going to slaughter their name. I'm sure one of the Polynesians.
We're going to give him credit anyways. Great fighting through the line. Somebody missed something in there, and
he just made a great play.
Great play. But a loss of 9. They've got them pinned deep now, so we need to be careful.
Deep in their own end zone, but they've been here before.
They have. The Eagles can push out of this, but they're sitting on their 10-yard line. We're looking at a 2nd and 19 now. Back to quick pass, and it's
incomplete.
Right to his feet. So Gavin Davis isn't going to get a chance to
use some of that speed that he's got. 2.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 19. So as far as the field position games go on, North Summit's winning this half. Is winning the field position battle.
Yeah, they sure are. Looking at the highlights last week playing Layton Christian, they controlled the ball about the same amount of time. They had about the same amount of positive yards, rushing yards. But they're winning now for sure. They're winning that field position. So back to pass.
He better get rid of it.
Pump fakes. He sees Gavin Davis with the reception.
That's Mortensen comes down with a big catch.
You're correct. Mortensen. He went up high for that ball.
Wow. That was a good ball by Case, and I'm thinking, man, you better hurry and get rid of that thing because you're going to get. But the line held good. Kept walking, stepped up in the pocket.
First and 10.
generally, he brings that ball down after a pump fake, he's getting sacked.
Yep.
But stepped up into the pocket, great, made a perfect throw. Mortensen goes up and makes a great athletic catch.
That just shows
that's
the
gotta make-
confidence of that junior
Yes.
quarterback.
Yeah.
Great
And
job
I'm
by
so
Grant.
glad to see Kaysen doing well. That's got to make Wyatt feel a little better. Coach Gines.
Yeah, it should. Now,
Here comes that screen.
there's that screen. Here we go.
Uh-oh, we
Sanchez.
better-
Got to get some blocks here.
Oh,
and he's gone.
he waited for him. Perfect.
Good job by
Perfect.
Sanchez.
Look at him go.
He's using his
now
speed.
wait
Let's
for
see
his
if-
block. Wait for it. Wait
Great.
For it. Get there. He's going to score. Hit the block. Yeah.
And no
Where
flags.
did we come from? From the 35?
From the 35, that little screen pass follows his blockers.
65-yard screen pass. Oh, wow. You know, for being a sophomore, finally getting his, that was such good patience.
Wow.
Such good patience, waiting for his blockers. Oh, great run by Sanchez.
And after he picked up those blocks here around midfield, you're right. The patience, he showed maturity in that. And then to come down and decide, okay, I'm cutting to the middle. He uses his skills and shiftiness to get right past those last two defenders.
Yeah,
and
that
right
just
to the
comes
middle.
down to, and the kick's up.
That's another
And
chip
good.
shot that we'll take it if it's up through the yellow
Yes,
poles.
we will. So Brock Ford with that. So the Eagles going up 26-0. Let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Oh no!
Boy, that hurts.
Great food begins with great ingredients. We've grown our produce department with more prepared fruits and vegetables for the entire family. We've recently expanded our offerings, so come in and experience the fun, the excitement, and taste the difference.
All right, welcome back to Duchesne High School. Kurt Skews and John Jacobs. I don't know about you, but I just got a breeze coming through here, and I can smell that food down there for the benefit. Dale's sitting over here going, man, I hear you on that one.
And speaking for myself, when a fat kid smells food like that, I might not be focusing on the game as much as I need to.
Huh?
Great benefit for the folks that have lost so much in these tragedies.
Fires, yeah. I'm hoping to go and see Charlie tonight afterward. I'm pretty sure I will. So, Eagles kicking off.
Eagles are ready.
Brock
Braves
Ford's
are
ready to kick, and he gets a high kick. Ooh, good kick right here. If it doesn't,
and it just
out of
rolls
bounds.
That's just fine. Good high kick.
Yeah, it was. I'll tell you what, that kicker from ALA last week was sure putting the ball in a perfect spot. I mean, putting it right on the,
Right
goal,
to the
line
goal line,
every
yep.
time.
Yep. Little things like that for a team
are huge.
They're valuable.
Very valuable. So the Braves will take over on the 35. Pretty good field position for the Braves to take over. We'll see what the Eagles defense can do. Like you said, you like to see a good competitive game, but you're not too sad to see a big goose egg up there. So let's see if the Eagles can step up and make another defensive stand here.
So the Braves with a 1st and 10 after the penalty.
Got two guys split wide on each side. Ooh, that's going to get picked off. Oh, no.
Just about, but who threw that ball? Is that a number 12?
That was number 12.
Pressure on the ball.
So number
I believe
12.
so.
Blackburn.
Quentin
Ball
Jones.
falls incomplete. About the 45-yard line. It'll be second down.
So
and
somebody,
10.
I didn't see exactly who took the snap, if it was him or not, but not a great-looking ball, but could have been picked off. The Eagles were itching to put that one in their hands.
It cracks me up watching Dylan Moon. That's probably the feistiest kid on the field on both teams. I don't know everybody on North Summit, but I know for sure when it comes to feistiness and fire, Dylan is the man on our team.
Let me tell you. Well, when we get a little bit of a break, remind me to tell you a little bit. I talked to Coach Gines. Oh, and that's a bad snap, fumbled by the Quentin Jones, and picked up by the running back 11. That's Cannon Richens, and it's for a big loss. So
huge loss.
Talking to Coach Gines the other week.
I'll take a timeout right here.
I said to him, I said, Wyatt, how does the team look? And he says, you know what, they're a little bit chippy. And I said, what do you mean? He said, they're not afraid of anybody, and they're not afraid to tell you what they're thinking. And he says, I kind of like it. You know, in the past, and in all sports here in Duchesne, I don't know what it is, but there's not always a lot of talking on the basketball court or communication. But these kids down here on the football field now, you know, and it's in any sport. It can be any that you have to talk to your players. You have to talk to each other and communicate to know what's going on. These kids aren't afraid to talk to each other. And quite frankly, they're not afraid to talk to any of the other players and let them know what they're thinking. If you know, last week we had a late hit on the sideline. We had a little bit of a
scuffle there.
A scuffle, you know, and it came down to, hey, you know what? You hit me late, and I'm sure that's all he said.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. In fact, I talked to a little bit about that. You know, I like to see, hey, you're not going to do that to my team.
Yep.
You're not going to do that to my teammate.
Defend each other. Yep. To a point.
To a point. But in my opinion, that was called for.
Yep.
You know, even if he does get called for a penalty after that, you don't disrespect me, especially on my field.
Yeah, I believe that was absolutely warranted. And you know, the referees took the proper procedure. They took out the people who were causing more problems, and that's their job. And they handled that well. That could have been a lot worse.
Uh-oh, got another flag on the field. What do we got now?
Flag on the play.
I think they don't have enough people on the line of scrimmage. I think that tackle on that far end was probably off, but oh, nope. Offside's on
called against the Eagles.
We're even at 3 penalties apiece right now with this half, Kurt.
You know what? That's probably a little more than either team wanted, but that's still not bad.
That's not bad. And I didn't count the first half, but I don't want to think about the penalties from the first half.
It's in the past. Forget about
it. We had too many. A long
picked
ball.
Off.
There it is, picked
Mortensen,
off.
He's going to score, too.
If he gets a block right there, and 57 doesn't touch him, but he does get taken down by 57. Mortensen with an interception.
So that's +2 for the Eagles now. That kid can accelerate. When he runs, that kid can flat accelerate. So that's huge for the Eagles. Almost devastating for the Braves.
It sure is.
Almost devastating to
Jordan Claiborne stepping up with 3:21 left, and he intercepts the ball, tipping it all the way down to the ground and brings it in. And now another interception by Jaron Mortensen. I can't say enough about the way that the secondary is handling these passes today.
Night and day from last week.
Night and day.
You know, and maybe it's quarterback situation. That quarterback last week for American leadership was pretty tough. Uh-oh, Sanchez. Oh, and he breaks an arm tackle. Look at those cuts.
Oh, a late flag coming in. I think he's going to get called for a bad block, but he was in front of that's Brock's
Ford.
Brock Ford had a great block, but they went to the ground and he wasn't touching him, you know, trying to anyway, and they're going to call that and bring that back. Unfortunately, a good hard run by Sanchez, but I think they're going to pull that back on the Eagles. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And I don't think again, not my call, but probably not a call that changed the play at all. Sanchez was gone either way, but
that's too bad.
Coming back.
That's too bad. But it's part of the game.
It'll be first down and 20 for the Eagles.
I did see Brock trying to plead his case to Coach Cowan, and to no avail.
Ball at the Braves 35-yard line.
You know, we may have the smallest center in the entire state. Dylan, all 130 pounds of him. But like I said,
tough as nails, though.
Yeah, there's nobody that's going to be more fiery than that kid.
Brock Adams takes it quickly up the middle.
Picks up a couple, gets back a couple.
Not a bad play call. First and,
keep him honest.
Super long, but yeah, let's punch it up the middle and see if they can keep up. But he did gain a couple yards.
Yeah, got a couple back.
Gain of 2 on the play.
You know, that was a huge penalty. You know, that's a 25, 30-yard penalty after that run. So 30 seconds left in the third quarter. They'll get this play off, and this will probably be the last one of the quarter. Right down to 20 seconds. Oh, crap, and the ball's on the ground.
That ball looked like it came
High
out.
snap, tough.
Oh,
and
Braves are
the
claiming
Braves
it.
pick it up.
They have it.
Number 20.
Now we're even on turnovers.
Nope, Duchesne should still be up one.
With the recovery.
Where did I put that? I may have put a penalty on the.
I think so. I think Duchesne should still be up one turnover.
You're
should
right.
be +1 on that one. But that's tough, you know. Kaysen gets a high snap and tries to get it back in there, and Gavin was passing. You know, and with this offense, it's all about timing, and so something like that can be hugely detrimental to you.
Yeah, it has to be there.
It has to be perfect time. You know, but Dylan goes underrated because generally you don't talk about anybody, and especially on the line. Oh, that was a double counter, but that one was eaten up. Dylan Moon and on that tackle.
Dylan Moon with the tackle.
You know, not sure why Quentin Jones is under center now. Maybe it's just because they're not feeling like they can get back into this right away, and they're trying a different, change the momentum, trying a different quarterback. But
not sure. But that's the end of the quarter. 26-0 for the Eagles. Let's go ahead and take a break, and we will be right back for the start of the fourth quarter.
We are the people behind the connection. You may never see us, but you are always on our minds. Because you are the reason we do what we do. Improving the way you connect is the reason we are always working. Why we are always building. Why we are always striving to give you the best. We are the people behind the connection, working together to connect your life.
All right, welcome back to Duchesne High School. Start of the fourth quarter. The Eagles are up 26-0.
one of our sponsors, Moon Lake Electric. Moon Lake is a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Uinta Basin. Grateful for them, for our community.
He's coming back, looking to the right. And right at the first down marker, right through his hands, through number 5.
Receiver Ethan Crittenden, right off his hands. Incomplete, 3rd and 10.
Bring up 3rd and 10 for the Braves. Another sponsor we'd like to thank is Strata Networks, is excited to be hosting their 3rd annual Strata Gaming Series event in November. Gather your friends and join them for a fun-filled day of virtual reality, team tournaments, and more. Find Strata Gaming Series on Facebook for more information. Not my cup of tea, but I've heard they get a great turnout for that. Gonna come, Kel just about had him.
Pressure in the backfield. Number 62, Skews.
Yep.
Almost intercepted.
I wish he had a little bit more size.
4th and 10 for the Braves.
I just wish it.
A kid like that doesn't need it. He's doing well, and he's strong, and he's, like you say, we got a few kids on here that are pretty brassy, and they're feisty, and they're strong. They're just good farm boys, and they're tough.
So 4th and 10, but they're back to punt. 55 is back to punt again, I believe.
Ooh, just about got a hand on that.
Kick.
And we're going to have it.
Davis gets to perfect stiff arm.
He's still on his feet on the sideline. He's getting some blocks.
Gavin Davis.
I don't see any laundry on the field, so a great return by Davis from about
back across midfield.
From about the 30.
And we need that right now. We've kind of been sitting back in our own territory for a while, so let's get across midfield and see if we can get some of these kids some.
I think the official's back here looking for his little bag to throw.
Ball at the 36-yard line.
He's got a ways to run.
He lost it. He's like, man, I don't know where it went. This field is getting tore up pretty bad with that rain today. It was getting kind of beat up. So I think it just looked like a dirt clod out there. So the Eagles are coming back with 11 and a half minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They're going to try and put some more points up on the board. Oh, and
did we get another jump there?
Yes, we
Looks
did.
like a false start against the Eagles.
About 3/4 of the right side of the field have jumped on that one.
Well, that penalty curse is hitting us now again. It looks like we're at 5 for the half.
One of the things that got to take care of, especially penalties like that. You know, sometimes a block in the back or a hold or something like that, those things are going to happen. But these kind of penalties just absolutely kill you.
I don't know if you fly a lot, Kurt, but United now being out of Vernal, straight to Denver, so your connection's quick there if you need to fly out of Denver.
Comes Adams up the middle, getting taken down by number 20. Jaden Lindley.
Number 20.
Yeah,
Jaden
you know,
Lindley.
I'm going to actually look into that. I would love to go catch a Cardinals or a Rockies game or something like that. I know I'm a big Cardinals fan, and I know they're playing this week, but man, that'd be something to look into. Just jump on a flight out of Vernal.
And a lot of folks that travel for work aren't having to go into Salt Lake City anymore. They can jump
so
right
much
there.
easier.
Oh,
so
yeah.
much
Saves
easier.
them
Such
time.
a great thing to have out here in the basin, and we thank them for being a sponsor.
Sanchez to the far side, wide to the far side. Mortensen and
comes Mortensen. Oh, and he cuts it right.
He took the ball in motion,
Wow.
and he just fought through a few of those tackles. He's still on his
Look
feet.
at him go.
You know what? What an effort.
Oh, yeah.
Without Skyler being in there, Mortensen is, you know, he did get hurt a little bit early on, and he's fighting through it. Look how many tackles
And
he
that was all heart. I mean, that was all heart right there. It's like, no, because he should have been taken down right there. You know, he breaks through that. It's kind of an arm tackle, but he breaks through that thing and then gets hit by 2 or 3 more people.
What could have been a gain of 2 was
ends up gaining 12 or 13 yards.
Yep, good extra effort, and what a good kid.
You know, I love the hustle of Dylan. Out of the huddle first, the center gets up there and he hustles every play of the game. I just love to see it. Oh, there's Sanchez on that counter right up the middle.
Yeah,
cuts it back up. Perfect.
Boy, he's shifty. I sure love watching him carry that ball.
And he's not real big, and so he's kind of hard to see.
Sure is. Yep.
You know, so he picks up 7 or 6 on that play.
Efren Rodriguez.
But I
Sanchez
love,
6 on the play. It'll be
you know, one of the
second
things that
down
we
and
need to do when I was watching the JV game last night, that and even these sophomores like Caleb right there does this, makes one cut and then he goes. You know, some of the JV players like to cut and dance and stuff like that. I love to see a kid take a cut and say, hey, this is what I'm doing, and I'm going to go. Here comes that counter to the back to the other side. And Gavin Davis, he's going to score right here. Oh, no.
One more stiff arm. Let's see if he's going to fight through a few more guys. Gets to the sideline.
Keep it going. He's brought down by Parker Brown.
You know, credit to this coaching staff. And like I say, I'm talking about the younger kids too, but I see a lot of these coaches coaching 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. And they're confident in their running backs. They're confident in some of these younger kids coming up. And they'll tell them, okay, you hit this hole right here, and after you get through that hole, whatever you do it's your game.
It's up to you, yeah.
Yep. And that's what I see Sanchez doing. Like you say, some kids will make one cut. Sanchez knows what he's doing. He'll get through there.
He's
smart
like
kid,
you said,
knows
he's
where to
very
cut, knows where to
mature
go.
for being just a sophomore.
We'll take him for a couple more years after this.
Yeah,
for sure.
he's going to be fun to watch for the next couple of years.
Very fun to watch.
You know, and then the communication and it. Oh.
Brock Adams.
Brock takes, but Riker pants right there. I mean, I've seen that double leg.
That looks like a wrestling move.
It was a total wrestling move, but I mean, that kid's move is a high crotch. Right? I mean, that's his move. A fireman's carry, the dude is slick. But go back to the double leg, you can't get away from a double leg. So 8.5 minutes to go.
You know, back to some of our sponsors. USU has options to make higher education accessible. Get a jump start on college while in high school with concurrent enrollment, or keep your day job and earn a college degree. Utah State University Uinta Basin makes earning a college degree possible close to home. Visit uintabasin.com.usu.edu.
Mortensen goes up the middle, but I see a huge flag from coming clear from the other side. So I'm guessing, and especially where he's pointing at the blue team, that it's against the Eagles. We'll see what it is. False start.
False start called against
on
the
the Eagles. I'm not sure who that was on, but I mean, it was on the far side, and that flag come in pretty quick.
Remains second down.
Second goal from inside the 10 from about the 9-yard line.
Now, I don't think we've turned the ball over on downs yet this game, Kurt, but if we don't get
Well,
a handle on these.
We did once.
We did
We
once.
did once, yeah.
Early, so, you know, we got to get the penalties. We didn't talk about that early on as part of our keys to the game, but they do lead to turnovers, and we need to be careful here.
Yeah. Sanchez is going to get to the outside. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Watch the shiftiness.
Oh,
There you go. He's going to score.
There's that.
Just a great cut.
That's what we're just talking about.
Just pure athleticism.
It is.
That's what that was athleticism right there. Making the second kid miss, who had him dead to rights. And he just makes a cut there. So Sanchez runs in from a 9-yard touchdown. Great play. Good blocks. But like I said, just comes down to athleticism. That's what made that play.
Special teams lineup. Brock Ford.
So 32 to 0 right as of now. We'll see what it is. Brady's got the hold down, and that's a little too high.
Whoa. That's that 90-degree or 60-degree wedge that you don't use very often.
Don't use very often.
Mostly in the sand. You hit it hard and it pops straight up, but we needed a little bit bigger stick for that. But you know what?
Happens.
It happens. 32-0. We're looking at the Duchesne Eagles 32 and the Braves 0.
So we'll just go ahead and stay here and thank our sponsors. Ute Tribal Enterprises is the fastest growing tribally owned enterprise in the state of Utah. With 9 operations, UTE prides itself in offering the very best products and service to our customers. Enjoy cosmic bowling at Ute Lane's Family Fun Center.
And again, our Zions Bank sponsor. Avoid financial fumbles when you choose Zions Bank. Visit Zions Bank, local financial center, or online at zionsbank.com. Zions Bank, we haven't forgotten who keeps us in business.
You know, I'm just so, like we said it before, but so glad that these things are here. I know people around town I've talked to say, hey, you know, I'm getting up in years and things like that, and I can't make it to the games, but I listen to every game that they play, and people that I wouldn't have expected, and I was like, oh really?
Yeah,
I said that's perfect. So, you know, people do watch, and we appreciate it. And without our sponsors, we couldn't do this kind of stuff.
And again, you know, V6 Media, they make a big effort to be here.
You know, doing all the games, all the home games in the Basin, that's a huge task, and
not just tonight's game. We have a few games rolling.
Yeah. Aldamont's up playing Evanston. I'll actually try and find out a score, see what that is.
Now, that's my home high school. That's my...
And the kickoff. Oh, and it's right off of his head, but it's picked up.
A lot of bodies flying around.
A lot of bodies flying around, and I'm getting old enough that I'm not sure what happened. I just know he went down, or who it was, or anything like that.
A blur on the opposite side there,
That's
Kurt.
pretty much what it is.
We don't have any optical sponsors, but
my Smith & Wesson binoculars are out in the truck. I should have brought them in.
Focus them in, yep.
So just under 7.5 minutes to go in the game. It looks to me like they're starting to bring in a few the JV players. I see a few guys. So he's looking deep. Oh, and that's going to be picked off.
Yes, it
Lopez.
is.
And he's pretty quick.
He sure is. You know, we don't say his name a lot. He's out there and he's defending. He's part of that strong secondary. And an interception.
Got a flag on the play there. We'll see what that is. It almost looks like he kicked him.
Right where the play
did.
We'll
so
see what they say.
I don't know. We'll see. And I see all the Braves clapping, so I'm guessing that it's going against the Eagles. That's what I'm guessing is a personal foul. Probably going to bring it back 15 to about where he intercepted the ball.
Now I missed it, Kurt. You're saying Lopez went down and possibly kicked his...
As the guy was getting off, yeah. That I think, but I don't know for sure.
Well, that might be part of that chippiness we were talking about earlier.
A little bit of chippiness, yes.
Did it hurt him? at this point in the game,
49-yard line of the Braves.
no, but you do need to harness some of that. It's good.
Exactly.
It can be a momentum changer. It can kind of liven up your team at times. It's got to be used in the right way. But
got to be smart about it.
But you know what? 1st and 10, midfield.
So timeout. Looks to me like Coach Cowan is bringing in the JV. We'll see what happens here, because those guys aren't very big.
No, but they're sure fun to watch. They've got some great players down there right now.
Yeah, they do. So let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back to finish this game out. All right, we're back. Kurt Skews and John Jacobs. Looks like Coach Cowan has thrown in the JV. Looks like Cameron Brady is at the quarterback position here, and I imagine that things are just going to go.
That's Weston Giants taking a quick handoff up the middle. I don't know that our JV line was quite ready for taking on some of the bigger Braves defensive linemen, but that's a small loss. Weston grabbed that ball, and there just wasn't a hole there for him.
No, there wasn't. You know, but this is okay. Keep the ball running. Maybe pop something to the outside here. Keep the clock running. You know, get some of that experience. See the difference in the speed of the game.
And maybe jitters are right now kicking in. They're in a varsity game, but
they're going, oh, crap, these guys are big.
Let them go.
And they're sending everybody. Look at that. Oh, crap, and the ball's.
The ball is loose. It's picked up. 55, picked up by the Braves. He's going to go all the way into the end zone. He's in.
Touchdown.
That's going to be their first.
Well, that's kind of a cheap score.
That's one of our Polynesian brothers, and good for him.
Yeah.
Good pickup off the ground.
Very, smart play. Smart play. Pick the ball up, get there. Here comes back in the varsity defense.
Well, another turnover.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're still one up, but that's another turnover.
As JV coming in, though, you can't do. That's the last thing. I mean, they had 5 or 6 turnovers in the game yesterday.
They struggled, didn't they, yesterday?
Yeah, it was brutal.
I guess the North Summit.
Mm-hmm.
And tight game for just a second, and once those turnovers kicked in.
Well, when you fumble on your own 4 and they pick it up and run it back 96 yards for a touchdown, that's a kick in the shins.
Yes, it is. Hopefully they learn from that and move on. Game's over.
Get to it.
Oh,
and it's up and good.
Got it. So that's going to put them 7 points.
32-7
Kick's good.
for the Eagles.
Braves get on the scoreboard. 6:24 left in the game.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. You can't. You just can't. You just cannot do that. Turn the ball over. So we'll see what Coach Cowan does. See if he's going to try it again, or if he's going to go back with the varsity and see what they got there.
My guess is if he puts the varsity back in, that JV's going to be pushing the sled over in the practice field Monday after school sometime.
It looks like they got the varsity return team back out there. So here comes the Braves, ready to kick off, and I'll bet they. Here comes an onside kick. So they got their hands team out there. Got Kaysen, got the quarterback right on the front of the line. I hope Garrett Fabrizio, number 44, as a freshman, is ready because it's coming. I mean, you have no other option. You've got to get the ball back.
They have nothing to lose by kicking an onside kick.
No, absolutely not.
So the Braves will kick off. Let's see if they attempt it here. Yep. I think everybody in the booth is saying, let's see what they do here. It's echoing through the booth.
You know exactly
We're
what's going
assuming. There it is. Oh, he
wow.
did. He kicked it off
He's
to the
gonna
right
kick it
side.
right out of
That's going
bounds.
to go out of bounds, yep.
Wow, that is not what I expected.
Nope, not at all.
Definitely not what I expected.
Kick goes out of bounds.
And here comes the varsity again. I think Coach Counts had enough of that.
I know, like I said, when I talked to him earlier, that was one of his main concerns is turnovers and fumbles, and you know, give him a chance to go out there and show what they can do as the JV, and he wasn't impressed right now.
No, you know, and actually yesterday up at the game, they had so many missed exchanges from the center to the quarterback. He called timeout, screaming, going, "You get over here, you two. I want to watch and see what's going on."
Sit and snap the
Yeah,
ball.
sit and snap the ball while one of the other coaches talked to the team and the center and the quarterback. Oh, here goes Adams right up the middle.
Grant hands it off, yep, to Adams, and pretty good gain. Not a bad run.
No, Brock Adams picks up about 6 yards on that one. But more importantly, the clock keeps running.
Sure
you know,
thing.
keep it in. Don't throw any, no, go to the area, you're fine. If you pick up a couple of first downs and, and tie this game up.
Gain of 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Love it when trucks go by, all the oil trucks coming through town and honking and enjoying, wishing they could be here for the Friday night lights. There goes Adams again.
You know, that oil business is the heartbeat of this valley and
Oh,
this
it is.
basin, and we appreciate them. They do. They show their support and pull that cord and honk the
3rd down
horn,
and
and
3 for Duchesne.
the boys love it.
And
The
think,
crowd
man,
loves
I
it.
wish I could be there instead of driving my truck.
Absolutely.
So about 5 minutes left to go in the game. The third and a long 3. Grant goes right up the middle, and he's going to pick up the first down, which is huge. Stop the clock, but as soon as the chains are set, starts it. Keep the clock moving. Uh-oh. Who's that limping? Oh, that's Melner.
Yeah,
Dominic.
he's going to shake it off. He stomps it out. You know, Coach, my ankle's hurting, but if I throw some dirt on it and I stomp it down.
Rub a little dirt on it.
Yeah, it looks like he's wiggling it out, so good for him. He's going to tough that out. Oh, he's going to get a quick break.
Uh-oh. Putting Kellen Jackson in. To the scrappier ones.
Let's see how they do.
Jackson probably weighs 125 pounds, and Kell's a whole 110 or 12 pounds right now. But like you said, it's all about angles on this, so I'm going to see how they do here.
Yeah, is that Adams again up the middle?
Yeah.
Good 3 yards there.
Which is what they're going to, they're going to do that right now.
Yep.
That's just what they're going to do is just run it, keep it in. No throwing.
Looks like Braves are subbing in a few of their younger boys too, so they're gonna try to even it out here and just keep things square. Let some of their younger boys get in. That's not a bad idea.
No, that's not a bad idea at all. So it wouldn't surprise me right now to see, now that that's happening, that some of the other JV players come back in.
You know what I like seeing too? There's a lot of these kids that are playing football tomorrow in Vernal, and
they're all here.
They're all wearing their jerseys, and
Yep.
they're supporting their varsity football team.
Nice
There
block,
goes
Kel.
Gavin
Nice
Davis.
block.
Kel with a great block. Kel skews and pushes Gavin Davis to the near side, but he is picked up. That's a good 18, 20-yard pickup.
Getting out in front. He's not afraid to hit somebody. They may not feel it, but he's not afraid to hit them.
That's right. Looks like Jordan Claiborne just ran in and
go back probably to one of the wings. That would be my guess is Claiborne coming in.
I don't have a 62 on our roster here, but
that's Kale.
Oh, that is Kale.
That's
okay.
Kale.
What is he?
His I don't know what number he's really going to be. His real jersey hasn't showed up yet. So.
He hasn't signed with his sponsors.
No,
Okay, well, when he does, let us know.
Here goes Brock Ford to the outside.
Brock just about slips, but he gains his footing again. Good run.
Brock Ford, the ball carrier.
Pretty dang good run. He just about lost it right in between the sticks there, and then he got it back, so he's second and about 1.
Brought down by Jaden Lindley on that play. But good run by Ford getting to the outside. So right at 2.5 minutes to go. Wouldn't surprise me to see the Eagles try and punch this in. Well, actually, you know, it gets down to where they can kneel on it, and Coach Cowan will do that.
Yep.
Got a wide side of the field here to the right. Going back to Adams.
Oh, Adams ripped his leg out of that tackle, and he's
pick
through.
up the first down.
Yep, he's through.
So they'll stop the clock, move the chains. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. You know, as we get here, I just want to run through our sponsors again. Just can't thank them enough. Ashley Regional, Jones Paint and Glass, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Strata Networks, United, operated by SkyWest, Utah State University.
Last couple sponsors, Ute Tribal Enterprises and Zions Bank. So I appreciate the sponsorship from them.
You know, if you're listening and you live here in the basin, go in and support them. Just go support those that support our community, because without them, we don't do this. Goes Davis to the outside. Oh, puts his shoulder down.
Yeah, that's a good hit when you're running the ball.
17. Yeah, he did. Kel Lewis on the tackle, but Gavin, you know,
good
put
for
his shoulder down. Yeah, I like to see that, which in years past, Gavin didn't do that, and I hope that he does that now, you know, where he's not afraid to run into somebody, make some contact. The kid's so athletically gifted that when he was younger, he's able to just run around people and stuff like that. Now I just want to see him run people over.
Absolutely, and you love seeing that out of a running back. It doesn't matter what age. If they're running the ball and they know they're going to get hit, might as well put that shoulder down and make good contact.
There it goes. Into the victory formation, and that's it. Yeah, I see him step in. And
clock winding down. We're at 1:13. And a kneel.
Go ahead and kneel down and take another couple. And Coach Cowan, you know, I've seen him do that for years here. You know, and Gavin trying. Hey, you know, I did see Coach Cowan do that yesterday at the game there. Something happened and we got a turnover, or stopped him and took over on downs, and he turns to his team on the sidelines like, "You're supposed to cheer now." And, you know, the crowd, yeah, you're supposed to cheer now. You know, when the game is won and things like that, you're supposed to cheer.
Let me tell you, Coach Cowan, sidelines last week as well, trying to get his team pumped. He said, "Well, for heck's sakes, turn around and cheer for your team." And and you know, we played a good basketball team last year. He did the same thing in the stands, right in the student section. He was up there and he said, "You kids better stand up and cheer for your varsity basketball team," and they sure did. And yeah, good. He's a great coach, great asset to our community.
Yes, he is. So right there, that'll be it. Just going to run the clock out right now. We'll go ahead. The Eagles are going to win 32-7. Let's take a break. We'll come back for a wrap-up show and call it a night.
And the firefighters to give them thanks. Right.
Hey you! It's the moment you've waited all year for. The Corn Maze is open again in Bluebell. Your favorite fall activities in one place. There's a pumpkin patch, kettle corn, goats, pumpkin cannons, spooky trails. There's just too much to list. So go to www.bluebellcornmaze.com or look up Bluebell Corn Maze on Facebook. Head to the Corn Maze at Water Hollow Ranch, located in Bluebell, where getting lost means finding fun.
As my team and I have looked at all the services we're now providing and the growth that has occurred, it's obvious to us that we're not just a local TV station anymore. And we need a name and a brand that represents us as the media company that we are today. VTV Channel 6 is now V6 Media. To me, V6 Media represents our passion, innovation, our company's vision for the future. And we can't wait to see what's next.
All right, folks, we are back. Kurt Skews, John Jacobs here to wrap things up. The Eagles come out on top 32-7. on a beautiful night here, a little bit of rain. It's not too cool. I mean, it's hoodie weather. It is definitely fall football season.
Sure feels good.
So we have a player of the game tonight with 2 touchdowns and an interception. Gavin Davis is going to be our player of the game. I wish I had some more stats. I'm not a woman. I can't multitask and keep stats and do all that sort of stuff at the same time. But he had a great game tonight.
You know what? The 2 passes that caught my eye, and defensively, an interception. So good for him on that. Like I said, that secondary sure stepped it up. The two receptions on the offensive side that I remember, his touchdown on the far side.
Here and here.
And if you put a mirror on this side of the field and ran it this way, you see the exact same play, the exact same catch, the exact same touchdown. Catching the ball was a big thing for
tonight. Oh, huge
for these guys, and we needed it. We needed those receptions. Boy, it kept the crowd in it. They were happy to see some of those passes being caught this week, as opposed to last week.
As opposed to last week, when they were right in his hands and dropped them.
Yep, good interception on a punt return. He brought it back to the other side of the field with about a 30-yard return on that. Not for a touchdown, but breaking some tackles.
Big plays.
And outside running, boy, he was just hitting the sideline, and like we just said, lowering his shoulder, being aggressive. Great kid, great football player. Getting the crowd involved at the end, letting them know, hey, we appreciate you, and waving at him.
Let's hear it. So our player of the game, Gavin Davis, receives 2 tickets to the Corn Maze Water Hollow Ranch up in Bluebell. So we'll make sure he gets those. But thanks for watching. John, it was a pleasure tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you.
We'll be back here next week. The Eagles are over at Carbon, and then they've got 2 home games again. Kanab, and I'm not sure who the other team was. I can't remember the schedule, but we'll be back there here in a couple of weeks. So for V6 Media and all of our sponsors, thanks for joining us tonight, and we will see you next time.